All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Draft Degenerates podcast, and it is day 2 of Epic Mock 26, the 32 podcast, we'll say team podcast, whatever, mock draft over the next 3 days. Already took care of day 1. We got Peter Woods as the Chargers. We're manning that team, who of course has like no picks, which of course we would end up with that team. That's that's how it goes sometimes. Meanwhile, I'm trying to sort through a different mock draft I'm going to be a part of where I have all the picks. So it's kind of, for me, I'm all over the place. I don't know who's taking what and what.
You're going to feel rich after this one.
Right? Like it's nuts. But we're back with Chargers War Room day 2. Dalton is mostly we're at least trying to have him drive the ship because this is kind of his thing that he's doing with draft professors. They're the ones who run Epic Mock every year. It's definitely a fun time. We had a lot of fun yesterday. Some interesting picks. Some picks that I think all of us were like, I'm not sure. And then some ones that we really like. So, of course, like every mock draft anyone ever does, that's how it goes. But how'd you guys feel about day 1 and what you're looking for day 2?
So definitely O-line heavy first round.
9, I believe, went in the first round total.
Yeah, not great for kind of what our plans were.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the value just did not seem to line up really with like where we were picking because like even like guys like Basantis went in the first round.
Yeah.
It's funny actually. I peeped over at the Draft Professors main pod while they were talking about our pick, and while they did generally like what we did with Woods, they also thought this could be Pregnon here.
Right, that's what I talked about. Like, I'm very high on him, but even I would have been it would have been a little early for me. I think he's a top of the second round player personally. Very high floor, going to get you a really solid starter for a long time.
And that's what I thought. But apparently everyone seems to be like really willing to take O linemen early this year, which I think is going to really definitely have an impact on our strategy tonight.
Could. Very well could.
Yeah. Hopefully we can be a little bit more active on the trade market.
Hopefully.
It was pretty tough. I think pretty much everyone was trying to trade down except for the Chiefs yesterday. So
we'll see if we get some movement on day 2.
Rounds 2 and 3 will be a little bit more chaotic. So we'll see.
Which actually right off the bat, one of the things I want to bring up, because we're gonna have to wait a little while to see for sure if this is something that makes sense to do. But if we get to pick 55 and we really don't love anything, do we try to move back and maybe get a couple extra picks either later in the 3rd round or early on day 3, especially if the guards and just the offensive linemen in general maybe don't line up value-wise but could line up 10, 15 picks later? That's something I think we should definitely consider depending on who else is on the board at that point.
Yeah, I definitely would be.
I am very okay with that. Oh, I didn't.
So we'll have to see kind of what everyone else does ahead of us, obviously. I could see a scenario where, like, the offensive line group isn't good enough to take a 55 for us, but there's another position group that because the offensive line is getting hammered, that is just too good to pass up, potentially, But if that's not the case, then at some point this team needs to take at least one guard, if not more than one guard, honestly. So if we can get one at 55, awesome. If we can't, that's when I think discussions kind of start coming. So, but we'll have to see. Getting Woods, though, I think you took your high upside swing. I think moving forward, ideally, I'm trying to get players who I think I'm confident can have an impact either right away or pretty soon. Because with Woods, there's the chance that if he kind of takes time to figure out, like, okay, what body type does he need to be playing at? Like, what does his playing weight should be? What roles really should he be in? That could make him kind of a low-impact first-year player, but a higher-impact second, third-year player. This team is still trying to win. I think trying to get some more guys that I'm confident can contribute in year 1 is probably what I'd be looking to do.
Yeah. I agree.
I'm not sure how you guys feel about it, but
I think there's some value to be had.
For sure.
On day 2 here. I think like linebacker also could be another option as well.
Yes.
Because I was very surprised, just because from what a lot of people have been saying about him, that CJ Allen was still on the board. I'm curious how far he falls. Are there any other linebackers that you guys have an interest in?
I mean, the three guys that, if you count Reese as a linebacker, the three guys who I had in the late first or better are all gone, with Rodriguez going at 19. Everyone else is a midday 2 or later, so probably around our pick and later. So if you get a Josiah Trotter, who is such a Jim Harbaugh linebacker, if you get if you get a CJ Allen, is also in that range for me personally. I know he has a lot of buzz, like a end of day 1 player, not for me personally. Jake Golday is a little bit rich for even the middle of day 2, but like a day 2 player for sure for me as well. Like that's kind of the range of guys that are left for me, at least.
Yeah, I love the idea of Trotter as like the heir apparent to Denzel Perryman.
Because at least with him, he might actually have a chance of being more than Denzel Perryman, but he's going to give you Denzel Perryman stuff immediately.
Yeah, he's going to do the Denzel Perryman things, and he might be able to cover, maybe, but probably not.
I say might because, like, I think there's a chance that he could. It's just that he didn't really do it in college, and he's still a young player, though, like very young player.
That's also not as big a deal for a team like the Chargers because Henley can cover.
Oh yeah, Henley's your guy for that.
And you also have that. There's also this guy called Derwin James that
kind of covers
a covered linebacker.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but he's pretty good at that.
He's pretty good at that stuff. Yeah. So I'll be interested to see how fast the other linebackers go off the board now that the top 3, at least for this mock, seems like the top 3 guys are off the board. We'll see. I'm really interested in
now to our board.
Oh yeah, like we do have our board up. There's some guys like I kind of will go based off my board, and I'm sure you guys will go off your own boards too a little bit. We can kind of discuss it. As far as pass rushers go, I know Mesidor's still on the board. Zion Young is on the board. I really like the idea of Gabe Akis at 55 if he's there for this team. He's such a Chargers player. Like, and I understand like the run defense stuff we've talked about. I still wonder if like in the NFL, is he going to be able to do it just because like they didn't ask him to do it a ton at Illinois? Like specifically, they literally didn't have him on the field as much as you'd want him to be. But there's nothing about his physical profile that tells me he can't defend the run. It's just he wasn't really asked to do it a lot in his last year. So, and he also has slimmed down a little bit, so maybe his movement skills will be a little bit better, and he'll be better at trying to chase down stuff and be effective at getting off of blocks that way. So it's going to be interesting. Yeah.
Also, he's a wrestler, so like you assume he's just got that mentality.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, we already have 2 picks off the board.
We do. Oh crap. Okay.
Wow.
Pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So
maybe I should pull that up.
And Denzel Boston.
Avion Terrell at 33 is
to the Jets, and then the Saints took Boston at.
I like that. I like that for them, for the Saints. Terrell, I struggle with. We talked about on the corner show. We all had him corner 7 as an outside corner at least. He's fine, but yeah. What's up?
I think he was I forget where I had him. Wait, did we all have him? We did all have him corner 7, didn't we? Yeah, he was my corner 7.
You remember I thought I was going to be the low man on him, and we all had him
that's
at the same spot. And again, like the 40 time and all that stuff, I'm not buying any of that because his hamstring is banged up. I just feel like he's a good day 2 corner. Like I don't think he's a great day 1 corner. That's really the difference between
probably a pure coverage nickel. At least away.
And I think that's fine. I think if you get that like in the 50s, that'd be fine. But he's talked about in the first, or at least was. Yeah. So that's ultimately what it is with him. But I still think like for the Jets, like that's it's fine. Boston to the Saints is very fun because he's very much not what they have at receiver already with Olave, and Vele is definitely more of that slot like possession player. Boston gives you the red zone ability, the fact he's a better route runner than I think a lot of guys his size is. Still doesn't separate as well as I'd like, and that's why I still have him as like a late first, early second player. Which is where he just wins, so I'm happy with that range. But I do like that for the Saints. You have to find out if Tyler Shuck can play. And he looked like it last year. We'll see if he can do it this year.
Yeah. And like now the Saints don't have to have Juwan Johnson be their number 1 red zone threat.
Yeah. That would be ideal. Because I like Juwan Johnson, but
I like Juwan Johnson as well.
Not what you want that to be though. Yeah, you're right.
But like you don't want him to be like your only real like jump ball guy in the red zone.
Exactly. You don't want to live that life, basically, is what we're saying. Some other guys.
Who else did they add last year towards the end of the season? That was a big part of their production. It was a former Packer, right? Was it MVS?
MVS played for this. That was the year before the Saints did that. The Steelers ended up with MVS last year. Did they add someone? Or was that the year before? No, Lazard is still a Jet as far as I know.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because I know in 2024 they did that with MVS, but I don't remember any other Packer from last year.
Oh, MVS is on the Saints in 24. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you might be thinking, because unless I'm mistaken, I don't think there's anyone that they added last year. I forgot the Jalen Polk is on this team because he got
eventually those guys just blend. They all just blend together.
That is fair. They do. Dontavian Wicks now an Eagle.
Yeah, which is hilarious. And also, that trade is affecting tonight.
I know. Yeah, you let us know. So that trade is part of the pick formula that we have, which is funny.
Yeah. I know I let you guys know. I'm letting the listeners know.
Oh, I know. I'm
have this thing called an audience, Shane.
Ideally. 37 is on the block, I just saw. Ooh. Is the Jets? Yeah, no, it's the Giants at 37, right? Yeah, so apparently 37's on the block. I'm not doing it. I don't know about you, but that's interesting that the Giants are trying to trade down. They're the team that traded up for Styles, right?
Yeah. 41 is potentially available.
Okay, that's good to know. Bengals.
That's the Bengals.
Yeah.
So what would they like? I don't know if we don't even have anything really.
It would have to be 2027 stuff, which I'm okay with doing for the sake of this, but do you
think there's anybody on the roster that we could even potentially move?
Other than my little thing that I have under my name today, the Trey Lance.
They're not going to be interested in Trey Lance unless they want to play tight end.
Yeah, right. Other than that, let me pull up the depth chart. So,
Pipkins.
The problem is, in the case of this, like, if you trade Pipkins right now, who is going to play tackle if anyone gets hurt?
Well, if we move up to 41, that could get us a guard that could maybe do tackle thing. Well,
that was I'm saying, like, who would that be? You think?
Yeah,
that's as far as Pipkins goes. Also, I don't know how much value Pipkins has to another team. Frankly,
I mean, we'd have to throw him in with like 125,
right, or something. I'm just saying in general.
Move up 14 spots.
This one is also kind of like whatever in terms of what kind of value he might have. But if they like the Marion Hampton Keaton Mitchell combination, Vidal had a really nice season for them last year in relief of those guys. Would they be willing to move him to maybe someone who could better use him next year? I could see that, especially with this draft class the way it is running back. Like, I liked Vidal coming out in his class. Like, he might be like running back 3 in this class for me, to be honest with you. Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Vidal actually, because if we're trading with the Bengals, that actually could maybe make sense.
Yeah, last year of Chase Brown's deal, I know that they've talked about wanting to potentially re-sign him, but he's kind of a hit or miss guy.
Samaje Perine is the backup.
Yeah, which he's going to play till he's 40 because he pass protects.
I think he is 40. Oh, he's 30.
I think he's like 30 or something.
He looks 40.
He does. He's taken a lot of hits to the face from defensive tackles. That's all I'm saying. Which, I think, man, as far as other guys they could trade.
Or would that be worth moving up for Pregnon at 41?
I would want to do that personally.
Would you want to package like Vidal and 125 for us moving up from 55 to 41? Would that be worth it to get Pregnon?
Vidal and what pick?
Would it be 55, 125, and Vidal for 41? I don't know. So 1 second. So 41 is. Should we? I don't know what chart everyone's using for the trade values, because if we use the draft tech one that the Chiefs guy was using, it's going to be different from the one they have. So what do you think we should use for that?
I would use the Epic mock one.
Okay.
I would assume that those
Okay.
people are just using the ones right in front of their face because that makes sense.
You would think so. So let's look at that then. So if it's 41,
41 is worth
145.
Oof. 55 is worth 101.
So you're making up 44 points of difference.
Yeah.
And 125 is 21.3.
21 points. So is the doll worth 24 points?
24 points of draft. I mean, that would equate in this case. Is he worth
to a 4th round pick?
Is he worth a 4th round pick? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe to the right team.
Maybe enough to like be worth moving back for for something like this, it might be enough.
I guess it just comes down to if the Bengals view running back as a need, the guy who's in charge of the Bengals, because I would honestly start by just seeing how much he likes the idea of Vidal with just 55 and just see what he says. Because if he likes him a good bit, maybe, or if he likes the idea, maybe we won't even have to add in the other pick, because you could argue that like if he really likes Fight Out, that it could be fine to do that. But because it's 14 spots in the 2nd round, which is a decent drop, but that's an interesting one to think about, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna send a feeler out.
Also, Ted Hurst off the board at 35.
That sucks
to the Titans,
but I get it. I love that for them.
From what I've seen of him, I still would probably take him in the 3rd, but I like him, though. I like the profile. But yeah, so we have the Raiders are up, so I wonder who their fans are going to. So like you're telling me, Dalton, that apparently that's how they're doing it.
Yeah, the Tape Don't Lie podcast that Mark John hosts, Jake, he's having fans in the comments make the picks.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Actually, I kind of want to go see. Someone, so you know that Scott Karasik does Falcon stuff?
Yeah.
So Dalton, you like Ted Hurst a lot. I haven't watched a ton of him yet, but I kind of have a tentative 3rd round grade on him. He said his comp is Keenan Allen. I don't know how
interesting
I feel about that, because I view him as more of a vertical threat than anything. So that's fascinating to me. Then again, I've from what I've seen of Scott's stuff, he definitely has interesting draft takes often, is what I'll say. And I won't say they're bad because I don't know that really for sure, but they're interesting sometimes compared to what I generally see. So, but that's an odd comp to me because I just don't know. He said coming out of college is very much what Allen was, just did better in his 40. I haven't gone back and watched what Keenan Allen looked like at what Cal, I think it was. But I don't imagine he was winning vertically all the time, even in college. But I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken there. So, any thoughts on that one, Jake?
Sorry, who were we talking about?
Ted Hurst. So I saw in the mock draft or in the Draft Professor chat, Scott Karasik, I told you, the one who does Falcon stuff for a couple of people.
Oh,
he said that he said Ted Hurst, it reminds him of Keenan Allen, and I don't know if I get that one, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Yeah, I'm not 100%. Also, Pregnon just went to the Giants.
Oh, well, there goes
there goes that. Well,
I don't think there's anyone else. Is there anyone else that we'd even be potentially interested in moving up?
Up for? No. I don't think. Dunker's the best guard left, I think, for all of us, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, him or Rutledge, probably.
And Rutledge, I'd want to wait till
the
third round for, probably.
If we can, yeah. Even though apparently, I don't remember if we talked about this at all yesterday, but I guess he has round 1 buzz now. Rutledge does.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, he's getting some.
Yeah,
I saw a mock with him to the Steelers at 21 the other day.
Yeah, can't. That would make me rage in a way that's not
that would make
good for my life.
Rage.
Yeah, I would not. It would not end well for me or anyone around me at the time. So, no offense to him. That would be like not nearly as bad as the Cole Strange thing, because Cole Strange like didn't exist until he was suddenly a first round pick. But it'd be like in the similar vein of like that's a 4th round guard or a 3rd round guard that just went in the 1st round. Not sure about that. But that'll be interesting. Oh, Christian Miller off the board to the Texans. I like that. Defensive tackle out of Georgia. I like that.
I don't know. I'm more of a 3rd round. I feel like he's more of a 3rd round guy.
There's a lot of people that now are looking at him as like the best defensive tackle in the class when you factor in Wood's weird process and Banks' foot that doesn't work. And like, I'm not there, but it would be close between him and McDonald. Because right now, when factoring everything in, again, it'll reflect when we do our big boards in a little while. But right now, I think it would be, for me, in order, it'd be McDonald at 1, because I know what I'm getting with him. I think he's really, really good at that thing. Probably, just off potential, I'd still probably put Woods at 2. Then you're looking at probably either Christian Miller or Lee Hunter is the one I'm kind of deciding. Very different players, but kind of who I'm deciding between. And then Banks, because of the foot stuff and just the lack of production and everything, I think would be 4. And they'd all be clumped in the same like 15-ish range, probably, is kind of where I'm at.
Banks getting plagued by the same issues that have plagued Rex Ryan.
Correct. It's always the foot.
Foot stuff.
Every time. It always gets you. Let's see. Okay, we got McNeil Warren to the Browns.
Oh,
Safety outside. That's interesting.
They're having a great draft.
I do think.
Yeah.
I do think safety is like. I guess it depends on how you feel about Hickman. Because right now it's Ronnie Hickman and Grant Delpit are the starting safeties for the Browns, I think. And I don't know if I love either one of them enough at this point to like not take a guy like that there, because that is good value for him. But that's interesting that they go safety with their next pick. But they have had a really good draft. You're right. I agree with that.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Now the Chiefs are back up on the board. See what they do after they had an interesting day 1. Oh, excuse me. They took Jermod McCoy, who Jake and I are a fan of in general, but not even that high is a little iffy. And then Dalton.
Yeah, not quite.
Well, not for me, and not at 9. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Understandably so. And then TJ Parker. So you have one player who didn't play last year and one player who played half as good as he did the year before that. So it's interesting. First 2 picks for them. Let's see what they get. Anything interesting to report, Dalton?
Bengals weren't interested in moving in Vidal anyways.
I didn't think so that's fine.
Yeah.
So apparently, I think Tennessee, from seeing in the chat for Epic Mock, I believe they wanted to take Pregnon over Hurst. Because that was an admin pick, so they actually would have taken Pregnon at 35 anyway.
Oh.
So he was gone either way. Which that would make a ton of sense, because I think right now you have obviously Skoronski, but then it was Zeitler last year that started for them at right guard. So I think you get Pregnon in there instead. That would be really sick to have those two together. But I guess they get Ted Hurst instead. So, interesting. What else we got here? Ooh, who's... Oh, I didn't even notice Caden McDonald went to the Raiders.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's exactly what they need. Like,
yeah,
they need a
stout guy in the middle of that defense right now, which I always forget who the hell plays interior defensive line for the Raiders right now.
So it was Adam Butler for several years.
For eternity, correct? Yeah.
Yeah, he just keeps coming back on 1-year deals,
which that's fine.
Yeah, I think they're just gonna keep doing that until he retires or falls apart.
But after him, it's Jonah Lialu.
Yeah, Lalu, who looked really good at times last year.
Okay, that's good.
They also got Laki Tassi in there.
Tassi. I'm sorry, who?
Is that who I'm thinking of, Jake?
I'm sorry. Who? Laki Tassi?
Laffy Taffy? Yeah. What?
Okay. You might be right, but I don't know if I've heard.
So right now you got Butler, Lalu, Thomas Booker.
Admittedly, I have not followed the Raiders as closely as last year.
Tonka Hemingway.
Yeah.
Who are you thinking of?
Oh no, Laki Tassi is a guard. My fault.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was like, wait a second. Who is that? Why don't I know that name?
But no.
Oh, there he is. Laki Tassi.
Their D tackle is some combination of Lalu and Booker. But then they have Butler, but then like the D end in this 3-4 is going to be Tyree Wilson.
Right.
Almost certainly. And I think they're going to do a lot of like 50 fronts, like what Seattle's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you're going to see Crosby a little less wide this year, would be my guess.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on like third downs. That way they can get him and Pay on the field. Plus, they still have Malcolm Kuntz.
I was going to say, do you think Kuntz plays on a lot of pass downs and Pace is in there more to set the edge generally? Because that's what I would do if I was them.
Yeah, I also wouldn't be surprised if Kuntz just gets traded.
Okay, I can see that too, especially since they signed Pay.
Yeah, and like I don't think like they re-signed. I'm pretty sure they re-signed Kuntz before the Crosby fell through.
I believe so. Yeah, I think so. I think all their deals were pretty much done before.
So like, I think they would trade Kuntz before they would trade Pay at this point.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I think so. For sure, since Pay just signed his deal, but I think in an ideal world, assuming Kuntz still has the pass rush juice left, he's dealt with injuries and stuff, but he would be a better third down pass rusher, I imagine, than Pay would be at this point.
Yeah.
But that's an interesting group. I mean, if you throw McDonald in that, though, they'll be tough. I don't know how great they'll ultimately be on defense in year one, but they would be tough.
The Bengals guy, real quick, the Bengals guy Ryan wants to know if we should who our guy was that we were moving up for. I think it's all right to tell him, right?
Yeah, he's gone. Supregon. Yeah, I mean, he's not there. If he was still there, I'd.
But like, it might. I mean, I don't think it matters to let him know that we're hunting all guards.
If he wants to take Dunker at 41, go ahead. Like at this point, like I'm not.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's the last guy left at 55 that we're going with the guard anyway.
Yeah.
So like, who cares really? Oh, Lee Hunter to the Chiefs. I like that. I don't think they re-sign. Hold on, Chiefs depth chart. Right now they signed Kyrus Tonga. So he's good at that like run stuffing role, but I mean they don't have anyone else with the size that Hunter would bring you to the right defense.
monitoring the live chat on like the Draft Professor's show.
Yeah.
And Scott Karasik, the Falcons guy, just said if this board falls a certain way, my pick is going to be wild.
It always is. He always has some, like he had, I think last year I was looking at his board, he had like Prince Umami on like 8th on his board or something like that. And I tried to be like, listen, like everyone can have their, like, what did you see to be like he's 8th on the board? I really wanted to know because I'm like, I thought he was all right. I think I had like a 3rd round pick on him last year, if I'm not mistaken. He's a good player. He'll probably be a really nice 3rd edge for the Panthers now that he doesn't have to play as much, whatever. 8th?
Yeah, I think I had a fringe first. I think I had a second. I want to say second.
Like you liked him more, and but still 8th.
8th is insane. Yeah,
I don't even know if that's true, by the way. I might be making that up, but I knew it was so high that it was insane that I couldn't handle it. So I'm just gonna guess it was somewhere around there. So Scott, if you listen to us, I apologize if I'm mischaracterizing you, but I feel like that was the case with him, and I just don't know. So I don't know. I just think that's funny. But 48 is available for trade if that was Scott. Who does he think is going to be? I can't wait to see what he takes if he does.
Yeah, and the fact that he's saying this tells me that like their guy is definitely going to be there.
Yeah,
right? For sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like, could he? Is there any way he isn't?
Oh God, what if like he is going like full Falcons, and they take Ty Simpson?
Oh, that'd be awesome. I would love that.
Because like at this point, you kind of do need a backup plan for Penix.
I guess, yeah, and Tua can't be it because he might get hurt too.
Ty Simpson would be hilarious.
Be awesome.
It's kind of interesting that he's still on the board.
Yeah, I am shocked he fell this far. I would assume that's who Miami's taking, right? At 43.
Who? Sorry, I was.
Oh no, they
have Willis.
That's right, they got Willis.
Yeah, they do have. I don't think they'll.
So then the Jets at 44, right?
That would be the team to watch out for at this point, I think.
But then wouldn't if they were at all interested in Simpson, they're taking him at 33, right?
You would think so, but they might just they might be at a point where, and this is where I think the Jets should be. By the way, where if he gets to 44 naturally, they might take him then just to have somebody to develop potentially behind Smith. But they also in this mock they did get Will Levis, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah, but like that means nothing.
I'm not saying that should mean they won't take him. I'm just saying it might not happen. It might not happen in this mock because that person doing the Jets might be like, I don't want Ty Simpson. I'm taking Will Levis. Who cares? Which is a funny thing to do, but I think it's possible that that's what he's doing. You know, so like I don't know. I just think it's interesting. But I need to see. I want to see if Scott has his, if he's posted like any draft rankings or anything like that. Because I want to see if I can guess who he's talking about at 48. Oh man, I don't know if he has anything. Anyway. But yeah, I think I wonder if he's talking. Well, I don't think he's. So if it's who I'm thinking it could be, it wouldn't be that crazy to me. And if it's Dunker, because I think I remember seeing because he does stuff for the FanSided for the Falcons.
Ooh, Akis and Allen and Akis just went off the board.
Ooh, whoa! CJ Allen to the Bengals, Akis to Buffalo. I mean, Buffalo, even after getting Bradley Chubb because he's not good anymore, does need more pass rush. So I don't know if he would be the one I would take at this point because isn't Mesidor still on the board?
Yeah, there's a lot of people. Oh, the Patriots are looking to move up.
Oh, from where? Where are they picking 63? Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll keep an eye on that one because
I'm gonna message Big Hank right now.
Just be like, hey, I don't know how far you're looking to move up, but But so yeah, CJ Allen to the Bengals. It does make sense from the perspective that the guys they drafted last year were straight ass, but using 3 day 2 picks in a row on linebackers feels like you're just kind of shooting the shit at that point. Like you're just trying to take your shot, and it might not work at all. It's a little early for me.
Why can't I send him? Is there like a limit on chats?
I don't know. Knowing Twitter nowadays, maybe.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pay $15 a month.
You have to pay an extra $3. Oh, Zion Young to the Dolphins, which would be sick, assuming he's not a criminal, which I know there's been talk about whether that's the case. That would be awesome if Young was off the board to the Dolphins in real life. We know how we feel about him outside of that, the legal potential issues. But it's another name I would have liked at 55, but I didn't think he'd make it anyway, so I'm not too worried about that one. How far does Caleb Banks fall? We obviously can't take him, but I'm just curious how far he falls.
Jets are on the clock.
Yep.
Oh, Zion Young to the Dolphins.
Yeah, I was talking about that a minute ago, yeah.
God, how quickly does he get arrested down there?
That's the problem. Is like, in theory, right? Assuming he's got his head on straight, that's an awesome pick because he is literally everything they don't have at edge rusher.
Yeah,
like it's awesome. I just don't know, like, how do you I don't know. He's the guy that I'm very tempted because we're doing preview for this since we're doing this today. Tuesday we're going to be doing like a my guys not our guys type of show before we do our big boards and a mock to finalize our draft coverage before the draft hits. I want to put him on my guys list, but at this point I don't know if I'm that much higher on him than anyone else is, and also he literally might just like get arrested really fast, and I don't know that for sure, and it sucks. I'm not gonna lie, I'm afraid of that one a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but
that's such an interesting concern to have.
Right, because it's like sometimes we don't find out about stuff like that until later.
Really
this
exciting,
time we know.
Just please don't get arrested.
Literally, it's like, hey, just hurt people and do bad stuff to the other team and not anywhere else, please.
Yeah.
Like you can go be as mean as you want to everyone else on the football field. Just leave all that energy there.
Don't go pull the James Pierce.
You do not pull a James. Begging you, please don't. Like I cannot stress enough, don't do it.
I put that in the comments on the show. About my Young. I said, hate to say this, but Young might get arrested quick, and they put it on the screen.
That's so funny. Because unfortunately, you're not wrong. Like that's part of the problem. Oh my god. And other mock draft news. I don't know if you guys know the Stay Hot podcast guys. Have you ever seen those guys before?
Yeah,
I've seen that come up.
They did apparently they did a sea life draft, and not a single fish was picked. I just saw that tweet. I think that's just a funny
incredible.
Tweet. That's just a funny tweet. Just throwing that out there. I was checking.
What are they picking?
A single fish.
Seals?
So yeah, must have been a lot of whales, seals. Maybe a starfish. I'd throw in there. Maybe.
Do sharks count as fish,
Lobster.
or is that like a different subset?
You know what? You're asking the wrong.
Sharks
person,
would be
Jake.
fish.
I'm not gonna.
I think it'd have to be fish.
They have gills.
I know, like whales are like mammals,
but they also give birth naturally, like without they have live births. So does that mess up the fish?
Oh, is that part of the fish thing?
I'm not sure. That's what I'm saying.
This is a terrific.
I didn't go to school, so. And I mean zero. No, I'm just kidding. I went to actual school, but I didn't go to secondary education. Let me put it that way. Not that that's where you'd have to go to learn what a fish is, but I definitely don't know for sure off the top of my head. So that's the kind of conversations you get on this show. Instead of
I'm imagining somebody from one of the different podcasts like tuning in.
They're like, wait a minute, what are they doing?
They're getting this. They're getting. I was talking about Diana Rossini and Mike Vrabel.
Correct. Like we're just like, wonder what Diana Rossini is doing right now as we're doing this. I'm not sure. And frankly, I actually don't want to know the answer to it.
Yeah, no, the Discord on the Discord on that's just gotten worse over the last 24 hours.
It's not going to get any better. It's just going to continue to get dumber and or more sad. It's one of the two.
You know who had the best? You know who, of course, had the best take on it?
Okay.
Oh God.
Cam Newton.
What did he say?
He's like, now I've shaken hands with a lot of ladies in my days.
Oh no.
But I have never. But if we are interlocking, we are interlocking.
Okay. That's actually he's right. I was worried I was gonna have to slander Cam Newton, but it turns out he's correct.
Also, Eli Stowers to the Jets.
Oh,
and Mesidor to the Ravens.
Wow. Which, if the Ravens get Akeem Mesidor 45, we all know he's going to be fine. Yeah, he's going to be good then, for sure. Like every question about it's going to be like, oh, it's fine now. Also, in that situation, the edge rush room for the Ravens is very funny.
Yeah,
because you have again probably a criminal in Mike Green, and then alleged at least. I'm not sure at this point what I can say and not with that. And then you have maybe the oldest man on the planet. So
crazy.
That's awesome. But if we're Mesidor's off the board. Akis is off the board. Interesting. If we go to so Jake Golday just went to the Bucks. Okay. The linebackers might start going now because Allen and Golday go off the board. Man, Golday to the Bucks is weird because I feel like the problem for that, I don't know about you, Jake. I know you're also doing stuff, but like he kind of doesn't do any normal linebacker things right now.
Yeah.
So they really need an actual like middle linebacker type. And I don't think he really is, at least right away, is not that. Like he has the skill set to get there, but I'm not sure how much he helps you in year one as like an actual linebacker. Like it's weird. It's just a weird situation. I like it though. Like I think he's a fun player. It's just I don't know when I would want to take a chance on him realistically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, JT took him, so he must think he can play legit linebacker.
Hey, JT is confident in his guys.
He is like the Cassius Halbert all. Like whatever.
Hey, if that's his guy, that's his guy.
Like I like him still, so I'm not gonna crap on the Cassius Hal thing. It's just a little funny because like everyone's now low on Cassius Hal because it's like, oh man, he has like 30-inch arms and we can't.
Yeah, play. JT has like the 2.5-month-old opinion.
He does, and honestly, I think there's. But the thing is, a lot of the time,
which I respect it though for not moving off of it with all.
If you think about it though, like how often is it that we think. Like 2.5 months ago, like if you look at everyone's takes and then you watch how the draft plays out, I bet you it's closer to that than it is right now.
Yeah. It's the last like 2 months are just people like
finding out what's going on.
Creating takes. Like
that too.
Like
and then Scott just screaming in the Epic Mod chat. How do we do trades? Why does he I thought he wanted to did someone get taken did the guy he wanted to take get taken? Was it Trotter or Josiah Trotter went to the Colts, by the way. There's no linebackers now either. Jesus Christ, we're getting cooked.
Yeah.
Who are we going to draft?
I think trading back might have to be.
I mean, I want to at this point.
If we can find anybody.
I'm okay with taking Dunker at 55.
I am too.
But knowing how this is going, he's not going to be there.
Yeah.
Like who's gonna take someone? The Steelers. Wait, who did the Steelers take at 21? They'll take
Cooper.
Dunker. They'll take Dunker at 53, and then we're good. That's what they'll do. I could feel it. And then it's like, all right, I guess fuck me then. I don't know. Like I'm sure there's somebody I'm not thinking of who's like a massive steal that we could take based on our own evaluations, but I'm not. I don't even want to look right now because I'm upset. Like I don't even want to. Well, I know we probably should. But Trotter, Golday. So let's talk about, and Dalton will be back here in a minute, I'm sure. But so Eli Stowers to the Jets is fascinating to me because they already have the kid they drafted last year, Taylor, out of Miami, or was it LSU? Yeah, Mason Taylor they took. but he's more of that traditional tight end build. I think Stowers, you could argue, is just basically the slot receiver for this team if he gets taken at 44, which I think is interesting. Yeah. It's still like a 20 to 30 picks earlier than I'd be willing to gamble on that. But I get the vision, I think, because I think if you took like a more traditional tight end, I'd be having more questions about it. But
yeah, and I mean, he's like an automatic mismatch in the slot too, especially against Dalton's back.
You're doing something over there. I don't know what you're saying.
Oh, you're muted.
He's muted. So. Oh,
okay.
There we go. I was gonna say, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, hold on a minute.
Dalton's back.
Yeah, I was like, oh, is he doing a shake weight routine real fast?
What did I miss?
So we were talking about the Jets pick. Oh man, Chris Johnson just
went talking about Eli Stowers,
which is sick, by the way. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, that does hurt me a little bit.
Chris Johnson and the Eagles. That would be sick if they got that. Again, the Eagles are doing the thing they do because I think who did they take at 23? Freeling. So yeah, he'll be a great tackle for them in like 2 years, and they just took Chris Johnson. Oh, and Scott traded back with the. I think he traded back with them, right? Where's the yeah, he traded from 54. He traded down. So I guess the guy he wanted was taken, maybe?
I think so.
So he traded. The Falcons got 54 and 114, and Philly got 48 and 231. I like that trade for the Falcons.
All right. I'm done fumbling around. I kept hearing everybody in the group talking about like having a drink, and I was like, this is probably a good time to quick make one.
There you go. If I drink, then I would also do so. But
let's take a shot for every fucking.
Oh God!
Lineman that gets drafted before us.
Yeah. So just to catch you up, so we are. Stowers went 44. Mesidor went 45. Golday and Trotter came off the board back to back at linebacker, 46 and 47. And then Chris Johnson just went to the Eagles and that trade that we were talking about. So I was talking about the Golday pick is odd to me for JT because I feel like it's going to take Golday a minute to get up to speed playing like legit linebacker opposed to like the weird overhang role he was playing for Cincinnati. So, but a good player. So I get the idea there of taking linebacker. I would have probably just taken Trotter and hoped he could develop.
Banks is off the board. To the Vikings makes so much sense. That's a Vikings.
It does. Because they're like, well, if he's awesome, great. And if he doesn't play for us, whatever. Brian Flores will make it work somehow.
Yeah.
Like if he's hurt.
Although the last time the Vikings made a big pick on a D tackle from Florida, I don't think it went too great.
Who was that? What was his name?
You got to go way back.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name right now.
His first name is another name for a police officer. Almost.
His first name is Pig? No. Anyway.
Jeez. Not that kind of a show.
No, sorry. What'd you say, Tom?
Not that kind of a show.
Oh, Jesus. Well, hey. Listen, that's the first thing I think of. Let me. I need to now. It's gonna bother me if I don't find out.
Like he's not in the league anymore.
Well, I know. I'm sure he couldn't be if what you're talking about if it was that long ago.
Was like a first round pick.
I know. Again, I'm trying to think of who it would be.
I gotta Google and make sure I'm not like making stuff up.
Sometimes it happens.
God, he's a coach now. I am old.
Sharif Floyd.
Yeah.
Oh, Sheriff. Okay, I gotcha.
Sheriff, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that didn't work out too well, unfortunately.
No.
I think he got hurt, maybe?
I think so.
That makes sense, because I think he was fine-ish and then just got hurt. But yeah, that's okay. So a couple more picks. Detroit Lions. Kyle Lewis, 50. Woo boy. Okay. And then Chris Bell to the Panthers, which actually makes sense. I actually think that makes sense because they're just like, well, what if we get another explosive receiver who might not be able to run on all the routes in the world, but can do some good stuff with the ball in his hands, but maybe it'll work this time.
So if Dunker's there, are we just running the card in for him?
I think you have to.
I think so, yeah.
Because I have him around this range, and I don't know who we take if we don't take him at guard.
Yeah.
Unless we get Rutledge later. But if he is off the board, we're going to have to kind of look at like best player available / who can we trade down with maybe.
Yeah, who?
I would even throw in that, like, let's take a second, check your own personal rankings and stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that's on the board right now that even if we could take Dunker or even if he's gone, that is too high on your board not to just take at this point?
That have fallen too far to not take.
Yeah, like that. Even if like Dunker gets taken, instead of trading back for something, do we just stick and pick a different position? Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm checking right now because if there's someone that we sort of all agree on, then I think we could do that. If not, then.
Trying to think if like there's a wide receiver that's fallen super far.
For you, that would probably be Surratt, right?
Yeah, but not for the Chargers.
Okay, I just wanted to know. Yeah,
because like he just does McConkey things.
That's fair. Looks like the Patriots do have a trade maybe coming, but is it just like 2 spots up or something, or? We'll have to check on that. I think for me, who's the best player left on the board? As far as guys who we could realistically take,
if we couldn't move back and Dunker's off the board, how do you feel about Max Clare?
This is a good range for him for sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Claire.
Oh boy!
Because like, if that's the case, like we can run the damn ball. Well, no, we can't because we don't have any guards.
That's true.
Do we just? I almost wonder. Do we just take Rutledge?
Maybe
if we can't move back.
Maybe.
But at this point, I think Dunker's gonna be on the board.
I think the problem is, if the Steelers are staying at 53, I think they'll take him at 53.
New England moved up. I'm wondering if this is Dunker. If they're moving up for him.
If he doesn't go to the Steelers at 53.
Oh yeah.
One of those two. So the Packers went Cease.
The Packers took Cease.
Which I like. Is it Cease or Cease? Do you know?
I have no idea.
I've been going with Cease, so but
Cease.
maybe
I've just been saying Cease, so I really hope that it is.
I hope so too, because that's also the cooler way to say it, and I hope for that for him, frankly. You know what I mean? Like if you have a name that I think could be cool and it's not said the way that I think is cool, it makes me sad for them. But Cease, yeah. I have to see if Dunker goes off the board here. So for me, just to throw this out there at this point, I think the best player on my board among the guys who I think would make sense to take is someone I don't think you guys are as high on, so I don't know if you would go with me on it. It would make it so you could play Derwin more as a true safety, and it would be Stukes. So he could play this. They can maybe interchange in the slot a little bit and kind of give some flexibility there. But
let James play more box safety.
Yeah, just kind of it gives you some more just position flexibility in the secondary. I would have said I would have said corner, but I think with Cisse off the board, I don't know if there's any corners left that I would take here. Because like I think the next one left on my board would be Abney. Because I think.
I mean Pons.
Wait, is Pons still on the board? Is he?
I don't think I saw him go.
If he didn't go, I might say you have to go with Pons. Also, Rutledge just went to the Steelers, so it's actually Dunker might be on the board, unless the Patriots take him.
Oh, Pons just went to the Patriots. They moved
up. That's
so
that. Of course, son of a bitch. But then we take Dunker, then, right?
Yeah.
Well, unless there's someone else you guys really want.
I mean, the only other guy that I could see here more than Stukes that I would say is Keontae Scott.
Right. Now, for me, that's like a round and a half early for me. So.
Fair. And I'm good with
especially over Stukes. Yeah. Like, yeah. Jake, is there anyone that you're
picking for Dunker?
Is there anyone that you would take over, like that you feel
I don't
have to take over Dunker?
At this point, no.
No, okay, that's my thing. There's guys that I would.
I'm high on Dunker in general.
So you're higher on him anyway, aren't you?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I have no complaints.
I think in that case, you just.
I'll punch it in. Are we good with that?
Yeah, let's just get the guard.
All right.
Because then it frees up everything else.
Let's get that orange hair down into.
Yeah. Now again, do I think it's the best scheme fit with McDaniel? Not really, but he was really successful in zone blocking at Iowa as a tackle. I think inside he'll be fine, and I think that they'll work around it in this scenario. But yeah, let's just get Dunker off the board. Let's make sure that we get a guard, and then we can focus other stuff. Yep, I see it. Okay, cool. So, man, Pons though, that would have
that hurts me.
Yeah, that would have fucking rocked. I'm not gonna lie. I just assumed he wasn't on the board because I saw Chris, and like I love Chris Johnson. We talked about him. I would hesitate to take him over Pons at this point because of how much I like Pons. So like the fact that he was taken at like 48, I'm like, oh, Pons must be gone. And then I realized he wasn't. I was like, shit. And then of course, Patriots. The Patriots would do that too, the fuckers. Jacksonville's first pickup. I'm curious what they do because I would have guessed linebacker for them, but I don't know who's left. Is there anyone left? Anthony Hill Jr.? Do they like him enough? Maybe. I think he might be the best linebacker left on the board. Or am I missing somebody?
What was that?
Is Anthony Hill Jr. the best linebacker left on the board right now?
I think so.
Yeah, so like.
Well, I think so. I think that's who I would have next.
Because Rodriguez, Trotter, Allen, Golday, all gone.
Yeah, I have Hill ahead of Rodriguez, honestly.
Right, you do, but I'm thinking more like the overall like board in general.
Yeah, normal people.
Yeah, normal people, Dalton. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think Jake heard that.
I did not.
Okay.
What I miss out on.
Dalton's trying to make it sound like I'm calling him a weirdo. That's all.
It's okay.
I can only imagine what that's about.
But like, no matter what I'm saying, though, like even if like you could have whoever at whatever rank, but I think of the guys left, most people would have Hill anyway, regardless. Because all of them, like literally, I think it's 6 linebackers if you count Reese have gone at this point.
Yeah,
6 linebackers in the top 60 feels insane.
Also, are you able to tweet out our pick, Shane?
Oh yeah, hold on. I didn't get a chance to do that yesterday.
I'll try to retweet the announcement from Draft Professors.
Is there like a Twitter thread that they have going to announce picks, or do I just tweet it out?
I don't know if they have a thread, but it's hashtag Epic Mock Epic Mock 26.
Right. Okay. Let me.
Is the hashtag.
Let me do that. It's gonna do the thing where it doesn't. Yeah, it failed to send. Okay. Okay, so I just tweeted it out from the Degen Sports accounts. If you want to do that, I will go find it on my account and retweet it as well.
Oh yeah. So now, what do we need to do for the rest of the show?
Okay,
or for the rest of the draft.
So we've got interior help. We got our guard. I think an edge down the board would be nice.
Yeah.
I think you could think about safety since we didn't go there yet.
I think and just general secondary help.
Yeah, some sort of secondary player. Ideally, if it's a true corner, like an outside corner, I think is probably for the future. And then if not that, then a safety is more kind of what they need right now, like in the immediate future. They went Daryl Jackson Jr. in Jacksonville. That's about, if I had to guess, like 50-ish spots higher than I would probably have.
Yeah.
So
now, he had some good Senior Bowl reps, I will
say. He did, but I just, every time I watched him, I'm like, I kept thinking, like, do something.
Yeah.
And I don't love when I feel that. That's not very analytical above me, but I just didn't love that. That's how I felt a lot of the time.
Yeah. I do think day 3, have a wide receiver to throw out for day 3.
Okay.
How do you guys feel about Bryce Lance on day 3?
If you can get him on day 3, just for perspective, yeah.
Just for fun.
Yeah.
I think he'll come off the board in the next 20 minutes.
I think he'll come off the board today. Yeah, I would guess. Just from a talent standpoint. Someone I'm a little surprised hasn't been picked, by the way, unless I missed it.
Who?
Someone I'm a little surprised hasn't been picked yet, unless I missed it. AJ Halsey.
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised no one took a shot on him yet. I know I'm a little higher on him than I think both of you, if I'm not mistaken. Like a little bit at least.
Yeah, but I wasn't a little bit. Like, this feels like the range, I think. Let me see.
By now, we're almost at the end of the second round. That's why I'm saying, like, hey. But again, the Bears are up right here. They would make a lot of sense for him because they lost both of their starting safeties from last year, I think.
Yeah. You had a late second grade on Halsey, so this is the range.
Right, so we'll see.
Ooh.
The Bears. What's up?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. If you had, no, I'll let you finish.
I was just saying that if I was the Bears here, I'd look at Halsey because they lost both their starting safeties.
I agree. Possible target, 3rd round. Is Zakee Wheatley?
Yes. That's the type of safety, yeah. If you look at 86, that's right around where I'd be looking.
And like he, I think, ideally gives you like deep safety stuff.
Yeah.
But I think is versatile enough that you can have him do other things. But I think that could be a lot of fun. Like you put him and Derwin James running around in the back half of the defense.
Yeah, a lot of size, a lot of just stuff in the way of things.
You're not getting a lot after the catch.
Mm-hmm. Do we think of tight end? Maybe.
I think if Claire falls, that's who I would want. Because I think they need more of a blocking tight end at this point.
Sam Roush, maybe. 86. That feels about right for him.
Yeah, I feel like that's a guy. I think if you're going to take a tight end on day 2, like I think they need a blocking tight end, but that's also still going to be a plus receiver.
It's weird with him because if you look at the athletic profile, you would think that he could be a plus receiver, and he did catch about 50 balls last year.
Yeah.
But he's just a little clunky in the open field. It's weird. I don't know what to do with him. I want to like him more, and I feel like maybe I'll still end up being right around consensus on him. I don't know. But
who's that, Roush?
Yeah, Roush. I'm intrigued by him with the athletic profile that he has. But also Grayson Halton to the Bears at 57.
Gotcha. I think other than Claire, I don't know if there's anybody for the Chargers that I really like on day 2.
Especially over like who else might be on the board elsewhere.
Yeah, especially because I think it is a luxury pick to an extent when you do still have Gadsden and you have
you signed Kohler,
yeah.
How about edge rusher? Who's the best on your board left, guys? Because I think for me it'd be R. Mason Thomas. think we're all the way down to edge 9 for me. I think.
Is Joseph's off?
I think that's him for me too.
Gotcha.
Joseph's is not off the board. I don't think.
Is Derek Moore off the board or no?
No, Moore's right behind.
So it'd be Thomas, Moore, and then Joseph's if Joseph's is still on the board as well. For me.
My 3 are Joseph's, Dennis Sutton, and then Overton.
Do you have Overton as an edge?
Yeah, I mean, I think
I don't know.
I think he's more right after the end than like an outside linebacker. So I don't know if he fit great for what the Chargers want to do.
Right. I don't know what to do with him. I just
he could still probably do. I don't know. He could do some of the. I mean, he would just be the constantly down edge in a 3-4, but I don't know. After Overton, though, I have Barham. So Barham, I would like Barham a lot more for the Chargers than Overton. The problem is with Barham, he just doesn't understand his responsibilities.
Yeah, he's for sure a guy that needs more experience before he really starts to get the instincts like that.
Like, just doesn't seem.
He's pretty new to that spot.
I think he was an off-ball linebacker at one point.
Yeah, he got most of his edge work like the second half of the 2025 season. So it's a lot of new stuff there for him.
Also, Derek Moore, 58th overall.
Mm. Yeah.
So that's
the problem with Barham is that like as an off-ball linebacker, you can freelance a little bit, but when you're playing on the edge, you have to contain as a pass rusher. Like you can't just loop inside. Like you can't just inside counter every time. The quarterback just runs around, and you also have to actually set the edge. You can't just try to explode through and break up the play for a tackle for loss on every play, even though he does it a lot.
Talking about edge rushers, R. Mason Thomas to the Texans. He's a really good third.
That would work out great for them. He would be great in their offense.
Third edge, especially the designated pass rusher off.
Yeah.
Like you could give those guys a break sometimes. That would be sick.
Yeah, because he's never gonna get tired.
No.
That guy just took over so many fourth quarters. Like that Michigan game.
Yeah. I think he's. If I was gonna think someone could be like a Nick Herbig in this class, other than like Cassius Howell is going to go higher than him. He's the Nick Herbig type of like the plays 25 to 30 snaps, is an absolute demon when he plays those 25 to 30 snaps. And I think he, like Herbig, could play more than he does at the NFL level initially, but ideally is going to be best in that like designated pass rusher role right away. So he'd be a lot of fun for especially a team that needs like a third edge in particular, like the Texans would. So I like that a lot. Man, so we're into the 60s now almost, right?
Yeah, it's going quick.
Oh, there goes Stukes to the Bears. That's interesting. Because he could kind of do the safety. He'd be a safety for them, though, at least initially, because they have what's-his-face in the slot. I can't think of his name right now. It is Kyler Gordon. Yeah, so Kyler Gordon would still be in the nickel. And then I assume that Stukes would be one of the safeties next to Kobe Bryant, who they brought in then. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Rams up again. Who did the Rams take at 13? Mekhi Lemon, right? So they did the thing that everyone expects them to do. Okay. We're going to get the first pick for the Broncos here in a minute. I wonder what they're going to do here.
Oh, the Broncos' first pick?
Yeah, because remember,
84, or isn't until the
62. 62, because they traded for Waddle, remember?
That's right. Which I'm coming around on that move more. To me, it still doesn't like move the needle enough, just because like I still don't think they have like Like I think if you're gonna win a Super Bowl with Bo Nix, you need like an elite number one receiver. And I still don't think they have one.
Correct. Yeah. They're gonna try to manufacture their way there, which I think
they're gonna make it in the aggregate.
Yes, we're gonna build Jamar Chase in the aggregate. That's what we're doing.
We'll see how that goes.
I guess if you were to combine like true fusion style, like Cortland Sutton and Jalen Waddle, they would equal out to about like the size of Jamar Chase, I think, right?
Yeah.
And he'd be like slower than Waddle, but not that much slower. So maybe that is kind of like maybe they are trying to build that in the aggregate. I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not going to think about it that way though, because that's not how it works.
Yeah.
But it is interesting.
They should take Claire.
Who, the Rams?
The Broncos.
Oh, the Broncos.
You
said the Rams, they have enough talent. They should, because Evan Ingram is not long for this world. Sorry, I mean this NFL world.
Ingram?
Yeah, Evan Ingram.
Unfortunately, Evan Ingram is going to die.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's deceased in a short period of time.
And also, like, Adam Troutman is not a number one tight end on a serious
The team. Trout man? You don't
respect the Trout.
Yeah, you don't respect the Trout.
No, I don't. I don't respect the Trout. I'm sorry. Like, that's fine. On a team that's serious about trying to win a Super Bowl with Bo Nix, that's not your number one tight end. I
agree.
Because again, you need to surround him with like the best like possible. Like you need, if Bo Nix is your quarterback, your defense needs to be elite,
which it ideally will.
And it is.
Yeah.
And then your offensive line needs to be at least top 10.
Which again, I'd say it plays like it at least. Yeah.
Top 5 almost, arguably. And then your weapons around Nix need to be like you need to have fantastic playmakers around him. Like you need to have guys that are all great at what they do around him. And they're almost I feel like they're trying to moneyball it on offense everywhere, and it's just not working.
Yeah, I think that's why you make the Waddle trade, because they're hoping that he is enough of that to get it done, which I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Even at running back, I'm not sold on what they're
doing. Don't you open your mouth about my boy. Don't you do it.
RJ Harvey's got like 3 years of like at most 3 years of his prime left.
That's all you need. That's all you need. That's all you need. They're working in that window anyway. The Dobbins thing was interesting to me because I feel like maybe I'm making this up, but didn't he re-sign for like entirely too much money or something?
Probably.
Because I remember hearing something about that.
I think I remember it being a lot. I don't remember exactly.
It might have been a fake deal though, because we know that happens.
True.
Like 2 years, $16 million, $8 million fully guaranteed.
Oh.
So it's really a 1 year, $8 million. It's essentially a 1 year, $8 million deal with a 2027 team option.
Right. Yeah. But like, you know who else got like $8 million a year? The guy they already had before that, Javonte Williams.
Yeah.
Who was subjectively better last year.
Yeah.
But also has the same issues as Dobbins in that they can't stay healthy.
Well, he was healthy last year. It would have been real nice to have him last year. Maybe he wouldn't have been healthy for the Broncos, but I just think it's funny. Maybe it's the air up there, man. The lack thereof, I suppose.
Could the Broncos? Oh, wow.
Oh, wait, what?
The Rams took Ty Simpson.
Okay, it's 61.
I get that. At 61, that makes sense.
Oh, was that an admin pick?
Might have been. Oh, yeah, I think that was. Yeah, an admin pick, yeah.
What happened?
I guess he just didn't, whoever it was. I think it's Brian Lamb. Is that who it was? Who's doing it? I remember. I'm familiar with him. Yeah, he's the...
They admin picked Ty Simpson. That actually...
Again, from a value perspective at that point, I think that's totally fine. I think the issue for the Rams is like, do you bother doing this at all in a year where you're trying to go for it?
Or I mean, that feels a little punitive.
A little bit. Like,
that's definitely a little bit of a punishment, which if you sign up for this and then
can't make it,
don't show up for the second round.
Yeah, second round's tough.
Like getting admin picked on day 3, whatever.
Fine. Now, we won't do that. We will be around. Someone will.
I was wondering if the Broncos were going to do this. Jadarian Price.
Ooh, Okay, now here's the problem. I loved Darren Price, but also now my boy. What do I do? How do I reconcile that?
Yeah.
No, if
I don't hate it. I just like Jonah Coleman. I would have liked Jonah Coleman more, I think, here.
The thing is that Jonah Coleman is 5'2" tall and 220 pounds. And
he makes it work, though.
I like him, too, more than I think consensus does at this point. I think he's like consensus 100-something right now.
That man forces so many missed tackles.
He does by just by kind of existing is the funny part about it.
Anthony Hill to the Falcons.
Oh, is that who Scott wanted?
No, early.
Who did he want earlier? Maybe.
I wonder now.
Yeah, because no one that's gone off the board recently made me freak out that much. You know what I mean? None of it, I didn't think it was that crazy. And he said he made it sound like it'd be crazy.
Well, I think he had another pick, didn't he, earlier?
No, he traded down twice. That's why he was picking.
Oh shit! Yeah. So maybe he was trying to sit back and take Allen, and then Allen got picked, and that's why he moved down.
Maybe, but I'm trying to think of why it'd be wild though, because that's what he said.
Yeah.
Because this is a little early for Anthony Hill for me, but not really. And with all the other linebackers gone, if that's what you want, I'm not gonna say anything. Interesting. That's not nearly as wild as I thought it was going to be.
Scott says they took my guy, but not my guy, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
No, I was going to say. No.
What do you mean? Who are you talking about? Now I must know.
So it sounds like Hill was his guy, but he also liked Price. I don't.
But Bijan Robinson.
I'm so confused.
I'm just gonna.
Oh no, he says he just went BPA, so his guy must have gotten taken.
Okay.
Then who was it?
Yeah.
Also, there's a guy heavy in this chat, Silver and Black Forever. I wonder who that is.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's a Raiders fan.
Yeah, I know. I'm wondering,
for sure, Dolphins fan.
Someone that podcasts or something.
Maybe. Sorry, I had to.
So I think Hill was his guy. Interesting. I think the Raiders take it 67, Jake.
I don't even know. What position do you think who have they taken so far?
They've gone Mendoza, and then they took Caden McDonald. Damn, Denied Sutton just went to the Seahawks.
He is one of their. He would be their type.
Yeah, he'd be a freak for them.
Probably.
But yeah, I don't know, Jake. Maybe. I mean, they still haven't gone offensive line.
But I was thinking offensive line or maybe receiver or something. But I don't
take Surratt.
But Surratt does the same things as Jack Besh and Brock Bowers.
Well, guess what?
Yeah.
More cowbell in this situation.
More Brock Bowers.
More Brock Bowers. What if we could have 3 Brock Bowers, but each one is significant? Is a slightly worse Brock Bowers.
All the way down to a Jack Besh.
Yeah, which I like Jack Besh still, but it's fine. Yeah. Cardinals at 65. They've had.
I like Jack Besh. He just doesn't make sense for the Raiders.
No, you're right. You're right. But what are you gonna do? The Cardinals have had an interesting draft. They got Ruben Bain at 5, which kicks ass. They got Blake Miller at 26, which I think is fine, but I get if you don't. They took.
Oh, trade incoming.
Ooh. Oh, they were looking to trade down. So. Who did we take at 34? Oh, the Saints. Oh, did the Saints move up with the Cardinals? Where did the Cardinals pick? Oh no, they traded up from 34 to 26. That's why they had that pick. Never mind.
Is there anybody falling that you guys would be trying to move up from 85, like from like package 125 with 86 to move up for? I don't know how far up we could move.
That's a good question.
I imagine if we just gave 125 straight up, we could probably get into the 70s at this point.
Yeah, Halsey.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't mind Halsey.
Yeah, but if Zakee Wheatley is still on the board, I'd rather just sit and. If Halsey's still on the board, I imagine then Wheatley might be.
Maybe. That's the problem. Is like
because I like Halsey. I don't know if I like him more than Wheatley to give up 125 for.
Yeah, that's the thing. I guess it just depends if one of them goes. You know what I mean? Like if they go soon, because then it's like, well, but then at that point, I'd probably just want to stick and pick Wheatley if I could do it.
So the Patriots trade up for Pons. They gave up 131 to move up from 63 to 54. That's not a bad price to pay.
It's not. Mm-hmm. Also, Miami moves up from 75. That's who is picking now.
They took Chris Brazell, which I like for them. That's actually.
Oh, they took Brazell.
Yeah, he was still on the board. I didn't realize he was still on the board.
I mean, he would still be on the board if I was picking here.
Yeah.
So.
And
then Keontae Scott to the Titans.
That's interesting. Didn't the Titans pay Cordell Flott $1 bajillion to play the slot for them? Isn't it like $15 million a year or something like that?
Let's see.
Yeah, they did. They paid $35 million a year for 2 corners, and then they just took one at 65 or 60.
Do they think that Scott's playing safety for them?
Maybe, which I think is interesting, but I would wait till day 3 to do that personally.
And also, you just took Kevin Winston Jr. last year.
You did, yeah. So that's
Scott would do like the exact same thing as Kevin Winston Jr.
And the thing about Kevin Winston Jr. is that he's a good athlete. Even though I think Scott tested well, I don't think he is a very good athlete, especially when he has to go backwards. Yeah. But that's fascinating to me is I guess my takeaway from that, because I just feel like there's like 50 other things the Titans would need other than DB.
Whoever's drafting for the Titans just likes Keontae Scott a lot.
And that's fine, but I just think it's interesting because it's just an allocation of resources thing, right? It's like, I don't know.
Unless you're making in this case, technically on our lads, Cordell Flott is listed as the right corner.
Is he?
So maybe they're making Flott play more outside, and then
okay.
So
that is different then. However, I would argue, why are you playing Cordell Flott outside? It's counterpoint, and this isn't even to the guy drafting at this point. Now I'm talking about the actual Titans. What's the thought process there? I know you paid him $15 million, which did surprise me a lot when that happened. But is that why? Because you don't want to play him the nickel? Because I have questions then.
Yeah,
because I feel like he was really mostly good, unless he like last year he was good outside and he played outside more that I don't realize. But I don't know. That's interesting. So back to the Brazel pick though, because I think that's interesting. I want to like him more, and then I just see that uniform, and I see the fact that he can only turn left. You know, the NASCAR meme of him, or the joke with him, and I just get worried a little bit.
Yeah,
I mean,
he looks awesome. Better movement skills.
Right, I do. But it's just, again, like, it's more so me just trying to come to grips with, like, how do I evaluate this player, frankly? Like, because everything about him, if you just removed the Tennessee aspect of it and where he aligns all the time and how that everything works with that, and you just gave me all of the, like, profile, I'd be like, oh, yeah, that dude sounds like he rocks. But it's hard for me to separate that right now, I think.
Ooh, so Miami gave up 151 to move up from 75 to 65 to get Brazell.
Wow, so that's
not much.
No, it's not. That's cheap. I guess for me, it just comes down to, like, is there someone that falls that we think is? Oh, well, Halsey just went to the Raiders.
I like that for them a lot.
I do too.
Because then you don't have to keep playing Well, they had I want to say Holmes. Darnay Holmes was who. Or
right now their safeties are Jeremy Chin and Isaiah.
Yeah, but Jeremy Chin doesn't actually. He plays nickel basically.
Right. Which they did bring in Teron Johnson.
I think Tristan McCollum was doing some stuff for them last year, but
do you think that Chin's going to play more actual safety this year because they brought Teron Johnson in?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, and then plus Polamalu, I mean, is probably more of a third safety.
Yeah,
than he is like a true starting free safety.
Right.
Okay. But well, they also just made him play cover too, and he just doesn't really do that. He's a single high deep safety.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, but I do like the Halsey pick because I would have honestly been okay with taking him all the way up at 36, frankly, for me personally. But probably wouldn't have been the best pick for them at the time. Like I think getting McDonald made more sense for sure. But like getting him and McDonald, that's Raiders are having a good day or a good draft so far, I would say.
Yeah, that would. I mean, I still think at some point you need another offensive lineman just to at least increase
Claire
your
to
chances.
the Eagles, by the way.
Yeah. Ooh. But yeah, my philosophy on linemen, I came up with this the other day. For an offensive line, I think you can have one liability, but everyone else needs to at least be like above replacement level.
I think it's actually a little bit more that you don't have to have a star, but you can't have a liability is where I'm at with it. I think because if you have a liability and teams can target that, it does just create a scenario where you never know when a play might get blown up because of it. You know what I mean? And when I say liability, like I mean like true liability, not like, oh, this guy's like maybe like a bottom 10 starter for his position.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like by liability, I mean replacement level or slightly below.
Okay, because then I think it's easier to get behind that. But like if you're a guy that like really can't hold up consistently at all, like a Bradley Bozeman, for example, for the Chargers last year, like he was unplayably bad at center for most of last year. So it created a lot of issues, even when everyone was healthy, briefly, or for the most part. Like that becomes an issue then. But I think
the problem is though for the Chargers, their guards weren't good enough around Bozeman last year either. Like they had a couple guys that were bad enough where they probably shouldn't be starting.
Gotcha.
Like, you know what I mean? If they had two really good guards next to Bozeman last year, when their tackles were healthy, they'd be all right. Because then you can help.
Yeah, for sure. By the way, I asked this earlier. I just checked. Scott was talking about taking Price.
Oh.
So he was going to pair him with Bijan.
Yeah. Ooh, the Eagles took Max Clare.
Yeah, I mentioned that a minute ago. Sorry, you might not have heard me. Yeah. So they took Clare, and then Keith Abney just went to the Texans.
Gotcha. I didn't realize he fell that far. Shit. Yeah, I wouldn't have minded him where we picked, but.
So Abney or Clare?
Abney.
Abney. He was the best corner left on my board, but I have an early day 3 on. Oh, not early day 3. I have a
late day 2.
Yeah, it was midday 2 is a true corner. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think I think the way the board is like the way things have fallen, we had to take a guard.
Especially because Rutledge went before Dunker too.
Yeah.
So like we wouldn't even had the possibility of like asking ourselves if we should wait till 86 for him or something.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we did what we did.
Yeah, I think so too.
We hit our biggest need.
So let's see. Oscar Delp to the Browns at 70. Interesting.
Wow.
Interesting.
That is by far the worst pick they've made this draft. They've been having a hell.
Oh, Connor Liu.
No, Connor Liu to the Commanders. That makes some sense because they let Biotish go. Did they sign someone to replace him?
I don't think.
Like anyone notable at least? Commanders. No, just Allegretti. That's who they have in there right now. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I will say Lou probably won't be playing year one very much, if I had to guess, for anyone who drafts him, between the injury and also just being a rawer player, I think. So that's probably more of a future pick, which is fine at this point. So the Delp thing, I can understand banking on the talent there and hoping that the lack of production was just because Georgia being weird, which frankly is fair sometimes. Because I'm intrigued by him, I do still think I would be more happy to do that like early on day 3 as a flyer, opposed to 70. But I get the thought process, though, I think, for the Browns.
Yeah.
Because, again, so they went Tate, Lomu at 24, and then it was, McNeil Warren at 39. So, I mean, I think they've done enough good on the first few picks that I can understand taking a swing on somebody if you really like them at this point. This feels like something that the Browns would do, to be fair. Like, to be like, well, production isn't really there, but we like the athletic profile. We'll take them, Bengals at 72 now. They have gone. So they got Delane and then CJ Allen. They signed Mafe to play edge, so maybe they don't go there. Offensive line, maybe? Who's left at tackle? Not much, I don't think, huh? Well, I like Markel Bell a ton, but I know no one else probably does. I just assume everyone else hates him except for like a couple people I've seen.
I just haven't watched him yet.
Yeah, I know.
Hoping to do today.
Dominique Orange.
Big Citrus.
Big Citrus, potentially, a Bengal.
This is something on defense.
Something on defense. Now they've gone defense both picks so far. So I think if an offensive lineman they really like is there, I'd be okay with that because you need that still. For
that
game.
Too.
But I think if not defense, maybe like I said, interior like Big Citrus would be a good one.
Yeah, there's still good O linemen left, but they need more guard. They need more interior than tackle, don't they?
They do because like I think
we have Mims at tackle.
Did Karras get? Is he still there? Center. Yeah. So they're gonna need a center eventually. Reisner's a Band-Aid. Fairchild was rookie last year, so they're probably not giving up on him. I think he was not very good, but he's a rookie.
Is Reisner the other guard?
Yeah, he's the other guard right now.
Who's their left tackle? Is it Mims?
No, it's Orlando Brown Jr.
That's right. So they're kind of okay-ish.
They're okay for this year, I think, but I don't know about beyond this year is the thing, right?
They need probably more guard than right.
Probably like if you wanted to compete for a role early on or just have Zachariah Branch is who they went with.
Of course they did.
Of course they did.
Or does that mean they really think they're not keeping Higgins?
I mean, they signed him.
Yeah.
I mean, the deal is, I think, one of those weirder ones where there's maybe an out at some point, but also could not have drafted a different receiver than what they currently have, to be fair.
True. They did have they lost. Who was their slot before?
Well, it's been like Yosivash and like other guys, and then also kind of technically, what's his name, the tight end that was originally Miami's draft pick out of Penn State.
Oh, Eifert. Gesicki.
Gesicki. He's really the slot receiver for that team, realistically, like in a lot of ways, from an alignment standpoint. So that'd be interesting. I don't think Branch should be drafted in the first 2 days of the draft. I'll say that much. Personally, his profile scares the shit out of me.
I have Branch as like a late third round pick, so it's a little early for me.
Yeah, so for you, I just someone who plays like him and his profile coming out of college. I'm just like, that's a day 3 player until it's not.
Yeah,
Or no,
maybe. Yeah, I had him. Yeah, I had him late third. I had him right ahead of Stribling right now.
Okay, I need to watch Stribling. By the way, a lot of people are starting to like him.
Yeah, see, I didn't get the hype on him, or like I had a 4th round grade and I moved him up after the season he had because I watched him.
Oh, sorry, he was one of the guys you watched earlier. Yeah,
yeah, he's fun though. My floor for him was Matthew Slater.
You mean Mr. Special Teams himself?
Yes, that was my floor for him. But I think he's actually a receiver.
Right. I am always fascinated to see, like, could Matthew Slater have actually played on offense at all, I wonder? Or did they just quickly realize, like, he's just a special teamer?
He had, like, 30 career snaps on offense.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that he never even, like, because they had some bad receiver units during those times with the Patriots. Like, there's a couple of times where they had, like, nothing out there sometimes. The fact that he like never even got a shot is kind of interesting to me.
I wonder if it was one of those things where like they just didn't even want to risk him getting hurt at that point. Like,
which is really funny to think about a special teamer being someone you're worried about getting hurt by, like because of how badly that would go for you if he did. Tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
So apparently the Saints are looking to package Spencer Rattler and another pick to move up into the back end of round 3.
That's hilarious. That's not going to happen.
Listen, I'll take Spencer. I'll give up my 1st round pick for Spencer Rattler right now. No, I was kidding. I'm not that stupid. I do think it's funny because I actually don't think there's a couple like really weird turnover bad plays, but like I don't think Rattler was that terrible for the Saints last year and when he got benched, it was just that they're like clearly we should just see what Tyler Shuck is if he's good.
Yeah.
You know, like it was like, yeah, let's just.
I'm still a little bit of a Rattler believer.
He has enough traits where I'm like, I could see it working out as a backup long term, but that's about it. So yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind him as a backup if we moved Lance.
Oh yeah, we need to see if someone wants Trey Lance. Does anybody want the boy? The next Sam Darnold is who we're going to be calling him, so that way people want him.
Should I just say Trey Lance can be had for a day 3 pick?
Yes. And just say day 3 pick because it literally could be any day 3 pick potentially. Like you could probably give me almost any day 3 pick at this point. I can't wait for the DM tomorrow of like, how do we feel about Zane Duran in the 4th round? How do we feel about who even else here? Here's the thing, if we do trade Trey Lance, who's the 6th round quarterback we draft?
Ooh. I would just take a UDFA.
Oh yeah, I mean probably.
Yeah.
I think they do UDFAs for this too.
Oh, do Mark Gronowski? Question mark for Dalton?
It needs to be like a big athletic guy.
Who's going to be in that UDFA in that range though? Because I feel like Taylor Green is not going to get undrafted.
Oh, Bryce Lance just went to Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay. Who is like a bigger athletic quarterback that like is actually terrible?
I mean, there's probably 50 of them in college right now. Yeah, you know what? I'll do you one. Hold on. Athletic.
They don't do UDFAs, it looks like. I don't see anything about them.
Hold on, the Athletic. I'll find you a quarterback that fits this. Hold on. We're going to the beast, folks.
Oh yeah.
Not Diego Pavia. Obviously, he's the opposite of all those things.
Yeah. Like, who is this year's equivalent to like Uyagale?
But
slightly better.
better.
I
don't
mean,
know.
Uyagalele is a tight end.
Right, but not him.
Jack Strand looks pretty big.
Jack Strand. He's not very athletic, though. I don't think overall. I've
I
heard
just
some
saw
people
6'3",
like Jack Strand.
243.
Yeah, Jack Strand. Well, you're telling me a dude from Moorhead is like 22 or 21, and we can't get fucking anyone to be 21 in the quarterback? What the fuck is that about? That's absolute hilarious.
No, honestly, no.
hilarity.
You know who the pick would be? Haynes King.
Yeah.
Haynes King in the 7th round. Let's spend a.
We don't even have a 7th round pick to spend it on.
Yeah,
Haynes
then
King,
Haynes.
so.
We'll sign Haynes King as a UDFA.
Yeah, we're gonna put that out there right now.
Ooh,
Also, Bernard.
Jeremy Bernard
and
the Chiefs.
Kamari Ramsey.
Yep.
Kamari
Bud
Ramsey
Clark
off
at 76.
Bud Clark off the board early.
To my Steelers. What are you trying to kill me?
I don't mind Bud Clark that. I mean, it's a little early, but I don't think it's that bad. But the Steelers have 2 more 3rd-round picks.
They do.
I would have probably used him with maybe the 3rd-round pick.
Yeah. I had late 3rd on Ramsey, 4th round on Bud Clark, but like the fact that Halsey and Wheatley was still on the board.
Yeah. Also, Sam Roush to the Bucks.
Yeah.
Maybe they saw Ramsey come off and thought Clark might not be there.
Maybe.
Also, Genesis Smith is still on the board.
He should be on the board till it's over, in my opinion. No, I'm just kidding. I don't hate him that much. He's like a 4th, 5th round.
And also, Stukes is on the board, isn't he?
Nope, he went.
There goes Wheatley to Indy.
Damn.
Wow, the safeties just run off the board all at the same time. Stukes went to the Bears at 60. By the way,
that's right. Yeah,
Falcons are up again. I can't wait to see what Scott does.
I'm
fascinated.
What's the most? This is going to be a corner.
He wanted Bernard, which I would think that makes sense for the Falcons for sure.
Yeah.
So what receiver would he take instead? Maybe
he wanted Price too.
He did. Well, that's beside the point.
Would he take Coleman here?
Oh.
Kevin Coleman?
Jonah Coleman.
Oh, Jonah Coleman. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, this is a fair spot for him.
Or
I think it'd just be funny to take.
No, you know what would be honestly if you can't get Price, Nick Singleton.
Oh my God.
This is where I would start thinking about it.
He would. I'll tell you what. When the board starts, when we get to about 150, that's when I start thinking about Nick Singleton.
Oh, big Tim Keenan in all caps.
Oh yeah.
Tim Keenan at 79. Oh no. I like Tim Keenan, but he's a classic 5th round nose tackle. Oh no, Scott.
No, that feels a little.
Malachi Fields
over. Wait. Okay, hold on. I just wanted to point this out, unless I missed them. Tim Keenan over Dominique Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh,
I kind of don't like our Woods pick with how D tackles have not fallen off.
I know.
Off the board.
Malachi Fields to the Ravens is funny as shit. Because he's technically everything you don't really have, but also I just don't know
Trigg.
Why?
Michael Trigg to Jacksonville.
Yeah.
That's
we're having an interesting 3rd round.
That's what's his name? Dalton Erasure from the Jaguars, Penn State tight end.
Oh, Strange.
Yeah, Brenton. That's Brenton Strange Erasure, folks.
Yeah,
and he was actually good. He was good for them.
Yeah,
much better than I thought he was going to be. Honestly, actually.
Same.
I figured you probably feel the same way. Michael Trigg, though, the man of the 30-inch vertical, not even.
Yeah.
What was his vertical? I forget.
Also, basically has there's some apparently there's off-field concerns, but I think it's more just he's an asshole.
Right, which that's always iffy.
Yeah.
Michael Trigg, by the way, tight end 16 for Dane Brugler in the Beast, by the way.
He had a 27.5 inch vertical.
Oh,
that is a hurtful number.
That's interesting.
But you don't draft him.
Okay, apparently he did tweak his hamstring before.
Why did he do it then?
That was part of it. I don't know.
Because he's a little bit crazy.
It says he
didn't do any
because he tweaked his hamstring.
But he didn't do any other testing except for the vertical jump. Like, why bother doing the vertical jump?
I know he didn't know
He's
testing. He
crazy.
just put up a bad number.
But like, I would just
That's
go out
not
there and
good.
test everything. Then might as well if you're gonna throw up 27 vert. Like everyone's just gonna laugh at you anyway.
He's not a stable person, Shane.
Well, that's maybe. I guess that's the problem. Yeah.
That's honestly the biggest issue, and the tape's pretty good, but like
I can't understand this thought process.
I think the tape was interesting.
Like, my hamstring is too banged up for me to run the 40, but I'm gonna do a test that like strictly tests.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. It's just finding fascinating that he did that because all he was gonna do was get clowned.
Yeah.
Like that was the only thing that was gonna happen. And yet here
we're almost on the board. Who are we thinking here?
Oh God, I'm starting to lose track of what the fuck's going on. I think the Vikings are about to pick, so let's give them a second. It looks like they're about to put something in there.
Yeah. At this point, I'm kind of thinking corner.
The best one I have left, in my opinion, is Igbinosun.
Let's see here. For corner, I have. Oh yeah, same. Yeah, it's a little early for him. He's a day 3 guy. Who's still left at edge? There could be some good edge value here.
The highest one I have left is Kieran Crawford.
I really do like Crawford.
Joseph's still on the
if
board,
we want to
right?
go edge,
he is, but I don't really care much for him personally. But
if we want to go edge, I'm cool with Joseph's or Crawford. I'm kind of a big fan of both. For corners, my top 3 are.
I had a 5th round grade on Crawford.
Deboson, Muhammad, and Neal.
How would you guys feel about Barham?
I didn't get to watch him, but I think you guys like him.
So I'm good. I'm good with Barham here. I
think he's a guy that in the run game is just gonna blow stuff up. And I think if you can coach, I just think that
and he's got more room to grow too because he's so new.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, he's got a right now. I think day 1 he is just a pure 3rd down pass rusher.
Which is fine because they have Mac back this year.
Yeah, he's just got to learn how to like actually play the position before you can make him a 3 down guy. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you what, you have him just rush the passer on 3rd down. He's gonna get you several sacks.
Yeah, I'm good with that because by the way, I was curious about this.
At 86, that's a good spot.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's fine because again, I didn't get to watch him much from what you guys talk about. By the way, one of the things I found fascinating with Joseph's, by the way, is that he did not test nearly as well as I would have thought at 242 pounds. Because I remember I wanted to go back.
I actually need to go back and check his testing numbers.
Yeah.
Because he ran 4.73, I think it was.
Yeah. The Vikings took a receiver.
Yeah,
Antonio Williams from Clemson. It's the guy I got to watch still.
Yeah, me too, actually. I think somehow I missed him the first time around.
He was a late riser.
Yeah, well, I think he had some hype going into the year, and then like every Clemson player ever, just didn't really happen for him.
Well, yeah, I mean every Clemson player kind of fell way down
this
board this year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Joseph's did test kind of
like for his size, 6'3", 243. I think he 4.7, 340. The vert was good, I thought.
1.68 10-yard split. That's not
it's for his profile is why I was like, that's like he didn't jump off the screen to me when I watched him originally, and that's why whenever Dalton had him a little bit higher, I was like, am I missing something? Because there's not many snaps for him because he plays at Tennessee. They don't like to play their players for some reason. So maybe he just needs to like grow into a role here. But but I like Barham if he's there.
I'm good with if we want to go edge. I'm good with Barham, Crawford. Whoever your guys' favorite is out of those, and Joseph's.
Is there anyone?
I'm trying to see who's left. My
I'm
board's
trying to
all
make sure I'm
messed
not
up.
missing anybody.
Are we set on going with Edge?
I think.
I'm good with that.
Unless.
Should I ask if anyone's interested in moving up?
Yeah, you can.
Might as well, because if we move back a few spots and one of like Barham or Crawford or somebody goes off, I'm fine with just taking the other one later.
Also,
so.
I think I mentioned his name earlier, and I know that the range is good for all of us, especially Dalton, because I do think there is a little bit of parallels in how they win, and they could both be good slot players. Do we think Surratt would be a good value at this point for this team? Because I know I don't really think him and Ladd are that similar at all, especially because Ladd is such an explosive mover and more vertical element to his game. I think they could work in some of the stuff that Keenan Allen was doing with Surratt.
Yeah. I mean, if you're getting him in the 80s, I'm good with that.
That's kind of why I'm bringing it up again.
Jets and Browns are looking to move up.
They are? Okay.
Okay.
So the Jets are picking. When did they pick
and
again?
Patriots
at 95.
Yeah.
So it was.
Something like that is fine to me.
Yeah, it was the Jets, Patriots, and who else did you say? Browns?
Jets, Patriots, and Browns. Yep.
Browns, yeah.
I would want to, if we're going to move back, it would be the Patriots is who I'd want to talk to.
Jets are offering 103 and a 2027 third if their guy is there.
Okay. What about the Patriots? Did they say anything yet?
The Browns is just Jim putting in the chat that the Browns should contact us.
How do you guys feel about 103 and a third?
Because I don't get to make that pick, I care less, but also it's a good trade.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Like it would be a good trade for the Chargers if they did it. For the sake of the fun aspect of this, I would want to see what New England would want to do. Because if we could get 125 and 95.
Yeah. Because that way we would still have a pick at the end of the third, and then I think that would be 2 in the fourth for us.
Yep. We'd have 125 and 123. So we'd have 2.
Holy shit! There's a lot of fourth round comp picks.
Yep.
God damn. Yeah. But I'm still good with that other one too. That's just less fun because we wouldn't have another.
Right. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is like if we're doing the fun element of it, then
Ooh, all right. Hank for the Patriots sent 95 plus 171 plus 212 for 86 and 209. So we'd move back 9 spots and get 171 basically.
So that is
back 3 spots in the 6th round.
So 171 is that's a 5th rounder.
We'd get a 5th round and move back. And,
I mean, that's
the Jets guy said he can't send anything else.
Okay.
He said he needs his other 4. Well, yeah, no shit. We all need our other picks.
Yeah. Right. So we'd essentially essentially 171, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 171, and we're going down like 10 spots instead of 30.
Bo Stevens just went to the Panthers.
Ooh. His admin pick, too.
Oh, that was an admin pick, yeah.
I mean, I'm not against that trade. Because we wouldn't be moving down too far. So
yeah, we can probably still get Barham there.
Yeah, I think we could.
I'm okay.
I think we can get at least one of Barham and Crawford.
Yeah. Would you guys rather do that than?
I think did Steve respond to you?
Yeah, he said. I mean, I said not a bad deal, but to be honest, I would rather have something this year just because it's a mock. He said, "I get it. Unfortunately, I need my other 4, and then we don't have anything."
Oh, that was the other 4. Okay, so
yeah, I mean, I'm fine with it because that way you're getting a
Browns.
Oh God.
Yeah.
What?
So we wouldn't be picking again for a while.
Okay, what would it be?
Oh no.
They are just offering 149, 206, and 205.
No.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Yeah, no.
I'm fine with the Patriots one because that way we still get even though it's at the end, we still get a pick in the third round, and then
We get
like I'd rather
free pick.
I'd rather get the extra third round pick and have a fifth round pick instead of an extra fourth rounder than vice versa.
Yeah.
If I'm doing the math right.
Yeah. Because we'd stay in the third round, just move down spots. We get that extra day 3 pick in the fifth round.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that, Dalton. If you want to.
Which one?
The Patriots one.
The Patriots to 95.
Deal? That's
yeah,
official?
if you guys are good with,
go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Wow, it's fun to make our first trade. I like this.
Also, Trey Zune, someone I need to watch, just went to the Packers. Seems like they're type. I think he has positional flexibility, so that makes sense for them.
Oh.
What's up?
Oh, Deontay Lawson to the Steelers.
At 85?
Interesting.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I don't hate going linebacker there, but
No,
85
but
is a little early.
Lawson isn't a linebacker, in my opinion. I talked about that. I think he's barely a linebacker.
Yeah.
He's like a weird pseudo coverage guy. Yeah, I'm not. I like the first pick for the Steelers. I'm not a big fan of anything else they've done so far.
What was their second round? Oh, Rutledge. Oh, yeah, Rutledge at 53. I know you don't like that.
No, it's a little too early. Personally speaking, but
Man, I feel like we could have gotten away with not moving back in the 6th and still gotten that deal.
maybe. But I didn't
I'd
want to
say
push it with how
hardball.
close we were to picking 2.
All right.
So the
Well, if we're
Patriots
going to
have-
be waiting a
Yeah.
little bit to pick, I'm going to run to the bathroom real
Yeah,
quick.
you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think the Patriots moving up for here?
We'll see if they're talking about our.
Because
That's
Keldrick
good.
Falk went at 31. They moved up for D'Angelo Pons. So I wonder who they're. So they have corner and maybe an offensive lineman. Justin Jolie, who I do like. That's who the Patriots are going
Yeah.
with.
Interesting.
Hmm. Okay. You know what Scott said earlier in the chat? Not to keep crapping on Scott.
Oh, boy.
He said, "Love Branch makes me think of Steve Smith Sr."
Love what?
Zachariah Branch. He comped to Steve Smith Sr.
Oh.
Yeah, just casual comp for potential Hall of Fame wide receiver. All right. What are we talking? Yeah, the Steve Smith Sr. who famously had an average depth of target of 2.2 yards or whatever it was for Zachariah Branch. Anyway.
Hey, man.
Hey, whatever, man.
Everybody's. You never know
just-
when you're going to get the next Steve Smith at
Yeah,
72nd overall.
you just can't. You
Let's
can't
go
comp
Prudence,
someone to Steve
Miami.
Smith Sr. What the hell? Anyway, Caleb Tiernan to the Dolphins. I like. I think that makes sense for them.
I should just edit the Google sheet and just put in Steve Smith Sr. for
You should.
Zachariah Branch.
And just no one will know what you're talking about.
Justin Jolie?
Yep.
That's who
that's
they moved up for?
I know. I like Jolie, but I didn't think you had to move up for him.
They said on the live stream they want their the guy said he wants more of a pass catching tight end.
Isn't that kind of what Hunter Henry is right now? Oh, well, maybe they don't.
That was the reasoning.
I do like Jolie. That's just I didn't think you had to trade up for him. That's interesting. Tiernan goes off the board. So right now the Dolphins have taken Maui Noah at 11, Colton Hood at 30, Zion Young at 43, and they traded down from 75, and then they took. Where did they? How far did they move down from 75? Oh no, they moved up to 65. What did they do at 65? They took.
Oh wow,
Chris Braswell. That's right.
Caleb Douglas to Jacksonville.
Ooh. I know
that's a lot earlier than I.
Yeah, I know he's gotten a little bit of love recently, but that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, the Jaguars are not afraid to take their guys.
They are not.
When they want them.
Daryl Jackson Jr. and is that it? Just that him and Michael Trigg and Caleb Douglas. That's an interesting draft.
That's a hell of a third round haul right there.
Oh damn, the Browns countered right before we could, but they offered. Here was their counter: 107 and 206.
Nah,
that doesn't move me very much.
Dude, yeah, the Jaguars draft is fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah, Daryl Jackson Jr., Michael Trigg, and
Caleb Douglas. That's who the Jaguars have right now. Interesting.
Douglas is.
I haven't watched him, so I couldn't tell
recently,
you.
But I've seen people talk about him as like a round 6 guy. So
if you like your guys,
I might have to watch him again.
Yeah, I'll have to watch him. There's a lot. Again, I'm going to be spending most of the rest of the time between now and when we do big boards watching receivers because there's going to be so many that I need to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Like, frankly, that I haven't gotten to watch. So, when this is all done, I think like on our Tuesday show, when we do the My Guys and Not My Guys episode, we should probably like maybe talk about how this went a little bit and like see like whose draft calls we liked from it and everything. Just even if it's a small.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're gonna definitely talk about this.
Yeah, have to do a small part of the show at least on that.
This was so cool. I hope we get to keep doing this.
Yeah, me too. So we got the Bears. How do we? How do we feel about that? Because they have Maui Noah and Tiernan now, so you have a lot of position flexibility there.
Yeah, you have a bunch of tackles that are probably better suited for guard.
Hey, you know what? Just as God intended.
But honestly, Tiernan is a guard. I think
he should be probably. Yeah.
I mean, I did.
Oh, there goes Overton.
I wrote in my notes might be a guard. Yeah.
Overton to the Bears is so on brand for the Bears, actually.
Yeah.
So do you think? So who's our top edge right now? Is it
Barham still? Right?
Is it Barham?
Well, I haven't watched him, so I can't. Mine would be Crawford, but I also understand that.
I'd probably go Barham barely over Crawford.
Okay.
And then behind Crawford barely would be Joseph's. But I think Joseph's went off the board, didn't he?
So we have an extra pick now, day 3, right?
Yep, we have 170.
Oh, Joseph's has not gone off the board yet. So it would be Barham.
We have 171, or we should. Right now it's still showing as the Patriots pick, I think. That's because they're probably going to wait till later to.
Tacario Davis to the Dolphins.
Ooh.
Tacario Davis at 90 is aggressive, but I kind of fuck with
I don't hate it that much.
They're having an interesting draft. They're
going for it. I like it overall. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this draft is similar to what they would do.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I mean, if you're paying Malik Willis, you're trying to win.
You're
trying to compete in 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this year, I think you're just trying to make sure that he's actually a starter.
You're trying to figure out what you got. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then because you get a lot of pieces for the defense. Well, I shouldn't say a lot of pieces. You get Zion Young for the defense. You get Brazel receiver, which is nice. You get where's that? You got Tiernan and Takario Davis. And you have another pick at 94 coming up here soon. I would get another receiver if I was Saints took Dom Orange. Elite.
That's a great pick for them.
Elite. Oh, I didn't you weren't around when I said this, Dalton, in the actual draft professor chat. Scott was talking about Zachariah Branch and saying that he reminds him of Steve Smith Sr. Yeah.
So, Steve Smith Sr., you
Fringe
know
Hall
what
of
he
Fame
really
wide
did
receiver.
really well? Other than like play receiver, and he also blocked well.
Yeah.
Zach Branch doesn't really do that.
I would argue there's almost nothing similar about them, actually.
Yeah. Other than the fact that
Jalen Kilgore to Dallas.
I like that.
Elusiveness after the catch, maybe.
I guess,
that's about it.
But Steve Smith Sr., again, I think he's maybe one of the hardest modern receivers to comp someone to because of his size profile and how much of a motherfucker he was.
Yeah. The actual comp, I have a comp for Zach Branch.
Yeah.
Tavon Austin. At best.
I mean, I'd be happy if that's what that
You
becomes.
hope it's Tavon Austin.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Also, I fear that he might just be more explosive Malachi Corley.
Who?
Exactly. You don't remember Malachi Corley?
No, I don't actually.
Western Kentucky receiver that the Jets drafted and immediately failed to do anything with a couple years ago.
I don't remember him at all.
There you go. That's the point. He was a third-round pick, I believe, or
That's
fourth
wild.
round pick.
Yeah.
Well, he famously caught a touchdown and then dropped it at the goal line, which was really funny.
Oh, the Cowboys took Kilgore.
I like that.
Yeah. It looks like we're gonna have
a little early. I don't know.
I mean, I have him if you're drafting him to be a slot. I have him as a mid-day 2 player. If you're asking him to be an actual safety, then it's more of a day 3 player. But I think the slot for them was kind of iffy last year, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everything on the defense was kind of iffy, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but
yeah, I have him. I do have a third round. This is actually where I graded him, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, right now Deron Bland's playing in the nickel, which, like, I guess.
Oh, Caleb Proctor.
Ooh. He is such a Rams. He's a Rams fucking defensive tackle. He's like, what is he, like 280 pounds, 290 pounds? People like him a lot. I have to get eyes on him still.
So are we just sprinting the card in for Barham here if he's there?
I think so.
Yeah, he'd be my top edge rusher.
We're not interested in taking any offers, are we?
Probably not at this point, right? Unless
if something really
stupid.
good, unless something like really good comes along, I feel like we should just take.
I don't think I'm like advertising.
No, yeah.
Yeah, we already got the extra day. So we have 3 day 3 picks now.
I think so, yeah.
The 2, 1 4th, 1 5th, and 1
6th, yeah.
6th, yeah.
Because we picked up the 5th. I think we'd have a 6th.
So Hank messaged me back because I said Jolie, like question mark, exclamation mark, and he said, personally in my top 60, and with the run on tight ends, wanted to secure it. Planning for him in that Hunter Henry role after this season.
Okay. If you have him in your top 60, I mean, I'm not going to have him quite that high, but I do have him in the range that he was taken. So I don't have a problem with it. I just thought the moving up for it was interesting.
Ooh, the Dolphins took Surratt.
Ooh.
That's good value.
Yeah, it is.
I like that a lot. That's really good value. All right, so are we just taking Jayshon Barham here?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And I'll actually be right back on that note, so.
And there was about no feedback on our pick on the live stream. They said, I think they said it makes sense, and then that it's good for him to learn from Khalil Mack. That was about all the feedback we got. Oh, Mike Washington Jr.
It's funny. The draft professors guys were talking about Barham like right before we picked him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I tuned in like after we picked, so maybe I missed some of it. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I think seems like our pick was pretty well received.
Yeah, they seem happy with it.
I mean, we moved back, we got our guy. So there's our day 3, folks.
Yeah, that's way. Yeah, I mean, because we were going to take him anyway at, what was it, 86? So to move back to 95, get an extra pick and still take him, I mean, it's good business.
Yeah, I like Mike Washington.
Yeah, that's pretty solid value for him at
yeah.
What was it, 96?
Oh, he's going to be a freak for the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Well, assuming, I do think like we all assume that like their offense is not going to miss a beat after losing Kubiak, which, I mean, they'll probably be okay.
But I think they'll be okay. Probably not as good, but I don't think they're going to like fall off for anything.
I mean, we'll find out, I guess, if Kubiak's the real deal or not, but I think he is.
I pray to God that he is.
I mean, this is the most excited I've been about a head coach probably since Gruden.
Yeah. I mean, Bisaccia was fun for half a year, and then as soon as they hired Josh McDaniels, I knew that wasn't going to. And then,
I was apprehensive. Like I was cautiously optimistic about McDaniels.
You know, I actually had some hope in AP though. It's probably ill-advised, but after the way that interim season ended, I was like, oh, maybe he can. And then quickly realized he was not.
I just felt like the AP hire was always just Mark Davis, like trying to make up for not hiring Bisaccia.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And it's like
he was like, I don't want to do the same thing twice.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, this is the time where you should have gone somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. I was back when there goes Houston.
Interesting.
Houston. That's interesting.
I mean,
it's a little early, but I'm not super against that. I mean,
Jonah Coleman still being on the board is crazy to me.
Yeah.
Because he is by far the most productive back left on the board.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have went. I mean, I guess he still can, but I would have thought he would be off by round 3. Right, so like having him still on the board going into day 4 is interesting.
Shane, we got to run on running backs.
Yeah, we got Mike Washington and then Nick Singleton.
Mike Washington to Seattle.
Ooh.
Which, is very fun. And then Nick Singleton to the Texans.
Oh. They already have a pass down back, though.
Yeah, but now you just, on first and second down, you just give it to Nick Singleton and just say one cut and go.
Yeah.
And then you throw Woody Marks in there. I simply like that combination.
I simply wouldn't play Nick Singleton on rushing downs. I don't think he can read a hole to save his life. I just don't. I don't think it. I legitimately think he's a passing down back.
You don't.
I'm just saying. Well, again, like if I'm drafting him, it's for third down. That's all I'm using Nick Singleton for personally. Like I'm not playing him elsewhere, frankly. Much.
I mean, if you run to me, I think he is a very good replacement for the Bengals guy. Oh, Mixon. He's a very good Mixon replacement.
Mixon's running back, I think Nick Singleton is barely one, and he's just a pass
You
catcher.
just hate Nick
I
Singleton.
I don't think he can actually run the football at the NFL level, like in a like consistent way where you're giving him more than like the occasional couple carries, just because he's your backup running back. Like he is a backup runner and maybe a starting third down back if the pass catching stuff translates. That's kind of where I'm at with him at this point. So with the Texans, I think that fits weird because, again, I do think that Marks does a lot of the passing game stuff well. I would have taken like Jonah Coleman type for sure. Like that definitely would have been at this point in the draft probably what I would have done. Running back is – no, actually I would have taken Emmett Johnson is who I would have taken for me. That's where I would have gone.
Yeah. I imagine Mike Washington would have been their guy if they were looking at Singleton.
Maybe, yeah. Because I actually have Coleman and Johnson ranked right next to each other, so I would have been fine with either one of those. But, yeah, Singleton just as an actual runner, I don't know. That's just not for me.
Yeah. I got to go back and look at how I had running back. So my 2 was Coleman.
Yeah.
My 3 actually became Singleton after Justice Haynes decided not to come out. And then Robert Henry Jr. is my 4. I think he's still on the board. And then Jadarian Price was my 5, and then Washington was 6. Man, I forgot how long ago we did running backs now.
Yeah, I have some guys that aren't even in the draft anymore that I have to take off my board.
No, for wide receivers, I had to like really like almost completely redo my list.
You started early on them though too.
Yeah. But also like even by the time we did our show, like from that point on, like half the guys in my top 20, or not half, but like at least 5 guys in my top 20 didn't come out.
Yeah.
And like a lot of them were already like seniors or 5th-year seniors.
Right. That's part of it too, which is crazy.
Yeah,
Cooper Barkate.
Him going to him and Mensa in Miami is hilarious.
Oh man. Yeah.
They're just literally gonna try to do the exact same thing they just did.
Which hey, maybe it'll work.
I mean, when you're a team like Miami and you have probably tons of NIL money, I imagine, because you have all these wealthy donors from that were on the 2001 team and Michael Irvin that are probably just throwing money at the program.
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense. Why try to like spend money recruiting guys when you can just wait till they're sophomores and then bring them over? Sophomores or juniors.
Yeah.
Chandler Rivers to the Chiefs.
Okay.
I'll watch him still.
It's kind of right around. I have him as like I want to say it's a early day 3.
All right, I'm gonna look this up before I ask.
No, he's if he's a slot, he is a day 3.
Okay.
Or, he's a 3rd round player for me in the slot.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is I'm not familiar with Chandler Rivers yet. Did not look like a Chandler Rivers from Duke.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
But also makes sense because he plays corner. So that's why I've been very confused by him.
Messes with it, yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
I wonder if the Steelers pick is gonna be a QB.
I hope not.
Ooh, this would be the 3rd.
We haven't really seen those QBs go off the board yet.
No.
Yeah, who is the 3rd quarterback off the board? Who do you guys think it is in this?
Like in this mock? Taylor Green.
I could see someone like in his Taylor Green's trades. I could see someone like in Drew Aller's trades.
Yeah,
Drew Aller.
I think it's
it seems like a trade.
Or Carson Beck.
Yeah, or Nussmeier, one of the other like.
It's Taylor Green.
Taylor Green to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, I don't. With the last 3rd round pick, I don't hate that.
I
kinda
can't.
get that.
I simply
I
can't.
like Taylor Green.
do it.
I think he was my QB4, so
I mean, I have Cole Payton as my QB3, and I wouldn't take him until day 3.
That's very fair.
So
That's very fair.
But Shane,
But if you have 3 third-round picks, you might as well just take
but I like
forward.
to take players who are going to play for me, and I don't think Taylor Green will ever play for me.
That's a good point.
So,
That's a good point.
Shane, what if you could have taken Justin Fields younger and paired him with a quarterback whisperer and Mike McCarthy? That's what
Quarterback whisperer.
I would
More
I would
athletic
shoot
Justin
myself.
Fields, who's
is what I
younger.
would do. That's what I would do.
Okay, but if you like I have Taylor Green higher than Nussmeier, Auer, Beck,
Yeah.
all those guys. So
Yeah.
if you're on your third round pick and you think he's gonna I don't hate it.
I just don't think he's going to end up being.
I bet
so.
2 of Beck, Auer, and Nussmeier are gonna go in the 4th round.
This is where I had Green, and he was my QB3, so it makes sense.
Yeah,
But
for me, this whole again, I didn't want it to go this way because I mentioned it before we started this that I've seen stuff from the guys for the Steelers. He picked Omar.
It started
Cooper
so
Jr.
well too.
Yeah, he picked Omar Cooper Jr. 21, which I'm totally fine with, especially with the way the receivers came off the board. And pretty much everything since then has had me just wondering what's going on. Keelan Rutledge at 53 is going to be totally popular among a lot of people, and I think it's fine.
Yeah,
but it's
at
early.
The end of day 2, I don't mind. I don't hate it.
It's fine. But I'm saying it's fine. But right, so that one's fine. But then at 76, Bud Clark is early and a safety that I don't think they need right now. And then you look at 85, Deontay Lawson is just not a full-time starting linebacker, and I don't think he ever will be one. So taking him in the 3rd round is just iffy. And then
they definitely could have with those 3 third rounders. I think they could have done better.
But that's my problem is you're kind of, in my opinion, you've set at least one of those on fire before 99, and then you take a quarterback that I don't think will ever play quarterback for you.
And my issue with Taylor Green is your head coach is Mike McCarthy.
Yeah,
that's probably my biggest issue. Do you really think that Mike McCarthy can maximize Taylor Green?
Devin Moore, by the way, finishes this up today with the Jaguars at 100. So interesting.
Well, that was a fast.
They did a
really
good
fast.
job. They did a good job getting picks in. But again, the whole thing with Taylor Green, I think he's the type of quarterback the Steelers should take if they're going to take one. But I simply wouldn't do it until probably later on day 3, let alone the end of the 3rd round. I'm just not doing it. You already used a pick on a quarterback last year that apparently the staff loves. So, do that with. And again, this is not the Steelers actually doing it, right? This is the mock that we're doing. But again, I would. The only reason you could get me to take Taylor Green at 99 is if he tells me right now that he will play another position starting next year if he doesn't become the QB2 immediately. If he doesn't win the QB2 job out of camp,
he's becoming a tight end.
He's becoming a tight end or a receiver. And then even then, it's I don't know if he can actually do that, right? The athleticism tells you he could be a wide receiver, let alone a tight end. But I don't know if he can actually do it, and 2, if he wants to do it. Which if he doesn't, I don't blame him. I'd want to play quarterback if I can too. But that's my problem with it is that's a top 100 pick that might never see the field for you. Very easily, and that's what my problem would be with it. But
yeah, all right. So what are we thinking for tomorrow as far as our board goes? Because I think we should have we should probably put together a pretty deep board here, just so that way it'll make figuring out our picks tomorrow a little easier.
Yeah, sure. Let me.
Because we'll have it's not in there yet, but we should have 171.
Yep.
And 212, and then we're giving up 204. So we'll have 2 picks tomorrow, I think.
We'll have 125, we'll have 171, and then 212. Do we have anything else?
I think that's it.
So we have 3 picks tomorrow.
Did we
125 and 171.
Yeah, 3 picks. Yeah.
Yeah, so
which is solid because I
so
feel
it's
like we've already
123 and
kind of gotten like
125.
our needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have 123. Yeah.
Question for if he's there at 125, how do you guys feel about Jonah Coleman as like a compliment to
Well, it's
him?
123. It's 123 is what ours is.
Or 123?
Yeah.
We have 125 also, though.
No.
Or did we not get that from?
No, we didn't get that from. We got 171.
Oh, it was 171. Okay.
Yeah. 123. You said Coleman?
Yeah, if he's there, just because I feel like the value is kind of crazy.
I wouldn't take him there because you have Vidal and Mitchell behind Hampton right now.
Fair. Okay.
But that's just because, again,
yeah.
you might be drafting your fourth running back, technically. Might be. Now, I know you like Coleman a lot, but I also don't. I like him more than, maybe I would like Mitchell, especially because Mitchell's kind of like a home run hitter type, mostly only. But, yeah, I don't know if I think there's too many other needs on this team to take a running back.
Yeah.
With the way that the board is right now, or the way the roster is right now.
I don't mind linebacker, maybe.
Somewhere at day 3, I would like someone for sure, like an Aiden Fisher type or someone like that. That's like, you kind of know what you're getting, and it's, something like that.
Yeah, who's everybody's top linebackers right now?
For me, I think it would be Fisher.
Where's he from? That's Indiana, right?
Indiana linebacker. I think he'd be my top guy.
I'm adding guys to the board right now.
As far as
I think my top would be, has Harold Perkins gone?
No.
I think he might be
he'd be interesting in this defense, but would he play linebacker or would he play like pseudo safety? Not that it matters, but
well, he could be kind of like he could do a lot of the things that Derwin James is doing, and then Derwin James can do more safety things.
Yeah, you could. So I would throw him on the board then. So I think that makes some sense. How about who's the best safety everyone has left on the board?
I'm gonna throw my linebacker on that. I think my linebacker is Golday.
He was at 46.
He got picked.
He was picked
Kyle
like
Lewis would be mine.
He was picked 2 at 50.
Oh shit. Okay.
Lewis, that's why I said Aiden Fisher's my last. So
then Perkins is mine.
It would be for safeties. I have Genesis Smith and then VJ Payne, Michael Taff, and Bishop Fitzgerald.
Yeah. Corner. There's a bunch of corners: Davison and Igmanosin, Dalen Everett, Ephesians Prysock.
Oh wow, Igmanosin's going today.
Yeah, all those guys. Yeah, all those guys are there.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, me either, actually.
But Zakario Davis went off. That's interesting.
Yep.
I had him way lower than.
Do we?
My top safety would have been. Who's your top safety? Jake, Shane. And
right now, it would be Genesis Smith still.
That would be mine as well.
Yeah, same here. Okay,
and that's
all three of us.
My only other safety I have on here is Payne.
Yeah, I have Payne, and I have Lewis Moore, but he's like a day 3. He'd be a Chargers type, but he's a later day 3 pick, probably.
Yeah, Payne is my second behind Smith.
I'll throw him on the board.
I like, by the way, at tight end, like, if we want to, since we didn't take one, Endries from Texas would be my top tight end right now.
Yeah.
Left. Raritan for you, Dalton?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want,
I just don't know. My only thing with Raritan is he's kind of like a receiver.
Yeah, I guess. I wasn't a big fan of his game anyway, but I know he's up there for you. He's a
he is. I mean, I was really high on him. My issue is you have Gadsden. Like, my only, I mean, by day 3, I almost wonder if you just do it because I've added early day 2 grade on him.
Yeah, I know. You really liked him. That's why I brought him up.
Yeah.
Receiver?
I mean, CJ Daniels is still on the board.
Yep.
I think he makes a lot of sense for them.
Yeah, I think the best one on my board left would be Aaron Anderson out of LSU.
Love him. He just is. They don't really have a true slot.
Not like a true slot, because like people will try to say that that's the case with what's his face, McConkey, but it's not. He's not really truly a slot. Like, not actually. So that would make some sense. I also have to watch a ton more receivers, so my board's a little weird with receivers. Like, I have a lot of
No,
guys
but I
who
like-
probably would be
I like
higher
those.
up than Anderson.
Um,
I don't like
corners-
Jacoby Lane at all, by the way.
Yeah.
But
He's my second that I have.
Yeah, Jacoby Lane's up there for me.
at this point, we're on day 3, so yeah, it doesn't really matter that much.
So we said Jack Andrews. What other
Yep.
corners other than Igbinosun?
Everett, Dalen Everett.
Igbenogson. Did Malik Muhammad go?
No, I don't think so.
Do you have Dalen Everett as like a slot?
I like the idea of it you talked about, but just in
Or
general,
is he a safety? I thought he. I don't.
he's a corner. He's an outside
I'm
corner
mixing up
for
corners
Georgia.
and safeties now.
Yeah, Everett's the one that you brought up the idea of being a slot, which I like, but I have him as
Yeah.
a corner. Like he's an outside
Right.
corner, right now at least. Prysock's still out there.
Yeah.
Crawford, we took an edge already, but Crawford is still out there. If he lasts too long, maybe double up there.
Yeah.
Do we think they signed Biotish, but do we think like a Logan Jones? Or a Jake Slaughter, someone like us as center that could come in eventually and be a starter for them?
I like Logan Jones. 'Cause I
I'm
think he can
okay
also
with
do
both
guard
those
things,
guys.
too.
How
I think
about
Logan Jones can compete at guard too?
yeah? What about like a Drew Shelton to be a backup tackle for them at some point, since they have so many injuries?
I
with
like that, and I think Shelton could also possibly just start a guard for them right away.
Maybe I have play strength questions with him, so I don't know about him playing guard, but I think
Their
his
guards
backup
are so
development
bad.
attack. I know they're terrible, but I'm just saying like I don't know if he should play there much if he can avoid it. But I think as a developmental tackle, that would make a lot of sense. 'Cause he just
Have you
did a lot
guys
of
watched?
development.
Have you guys watched Demetrius Crown over it all?
I did.
Yeah,
He's a day 3 guy for me. He was 10 on my board originally,
Yeah,
but
I think
I like some of the other
I
guys
think
I've
he
watched
could
since
be.
then.
Toward the end of day 3, I think he could be a good depth.
He's a flyer that you hope can be something.
Let's see.
How do you guys feel about Bishop Fitzgerald?
Late day 3.
Yeah,
Late.
I have
a mid day 3 grade.
Maybe that 200 pick that we have. I
Yeah.
don't know if he's I don't know. I think we talked about. I'm not sure if he's an NFL player. I'm not 100% sure. Because I don't know. He's an interesting guy.
Yeah. The ball hawking's just nice.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm not sure how much of it translates.
I'm trying to go
at the end
back
of the day.
to tight ends here and see. Joe Royer.
Yeah, he's a fun player. Did Sam Hecht go at center?
I don't think so.
Actually, I think Joe Royer. If Andres isn't there, I like Joe Royer, and I almost
Okay.
scheme fit wise, I think I might like Royer more than Andres.
Okay.
I
like the idea of Sam Hecht as a center for them.
Yeah.
Eventually, by the way.
Also, would possibly start at guard right away too for them.
Maybe. He was 6'4" 6'4" 303. I think that's fine.
Could you imagine if we got like 2 starting guards?
That would be pretty sick.
Parker Brailsford could be a depth.
Center, but I don't know if he could
guy
play guard
also.
with his size. Is
He
the
can
problem
play-
for
That's the
him.
only thing.
He played it. I think he played it a tiny bit at Washington.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
but
I
in the
just,
NFL, I just don't think he can.
yeah,
do
I don't
it.
know about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that's the only problem.
That's fair. I'm just going.
I
down-
like him though. Is like if he lasts too long as the as
Yeah.
like an actual just backup center. Then
I'm just
sure.
going down mock draft database trying to find.
Yeah. I'm throwing DeJean Stribling on the list
Okay.
just because he could be fun
Oh,
on
I
day
like that.
3.
Tim Keenan is 142 on mock draft database.
Yeah, it's
What did he go in this?
70 something, I think.
79.
79. How about What about Cage Casey?
He's an IOL, right? Or is he a tackle?
He plays tackle, but probably an interior player. At the remember, didn't you? One of you liked him, right? Didn't you? Am I making that
I
up?
remember.
I thought we talked
That feels so long ago. We did our
I know.
lineman show.
There's so many guys I need to watch more of for sure too.
I'm definitely like it's now sinking in. Like now that we're looking at day 3, guys, it's like sinking in how many guys like we've watched and talked about this year.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm pretty sure that I need to start getting after some of these rewatches and watches of guys I haven't watched, but I'm pretty sure my board's gonna have 200 players on it. So
if we want another edge later, which we don't have to, but I kind of do like Trey Moore on day 3.
Oh, from Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trey Moore, edge.
Not super.
How you spell that?
MOORE.
CCRBY and then more.
Yeah, MOORE. Yeah.
But it's a TRE, not a TREY.
I think it's TREY. Yeah.
EY.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a later day 3 guy, definitely not early.
Yeah.
But maybe with that 200 pick if he's still around.
Another guard to think about, because he's somebody that I watched a little bit of because I kept hearing about him, especially because I think he'd be a really good pass blocker for you right away. Fabechi Nwayu, I think is how you say it, out of Oklahoma. It is do you want me to give you the spelling you said?
Yeah.
It is FEBECHI. So like Betchy. And then NWA.
NWA, yeah.
Yeah, and then IWU.
Got it. And then Edge from Oklahoma.
He's a guard from Oklahoma.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, he's a guy that has gotten some love as like a true like rocked up like pass blocking type guy.
Ooh, couple other receivers that I'm seeing.
Okay.
Eric McAllister.
Oh, so did you hear about why he's so low on boards? Apparently,
I mean, I know he's had several arrests.
Yes, so
several.
Yeah.
Day 3, though.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I was curious about it because I never watched him. I didn't get to him, and a couple of people I know were talking about him, and I'm like, I should really watch him. And then I found out why he's so low on boards.
He would be a great X for the Chargers.
Yeah, for sure. Like I think from just that perspective, I just wanted to know if you knew about that or not because I didn't until recently. So I was like, oh my god.
One receiver that I really like that I'm sure you guys haven't watched. He's an FCS guy, but Daniel Sobkowitz.
Isn't he the Illinois State receiver?
Illinois State. He's a dog. Like I did a scouting report for him for the Depot, and he is like, I'm pretty sure he won't get drafted in this. So
where's you said
Daniel
Illinois
what
State, right?
Moskowitz?
Sobkowitz.
SOBKOWICZ. That's like some Eastern European last name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For sure. So
he had like, I think he had like 21 touchdowns last year. Like,
yeah, something. Illinois State.
He was insane.
So real quick on the Beast, Jake, guess what receiver he is?
What?
Just guess.
129.
Oh god, that'd be horrendous now.
30? Out of all
69.
receivers?
Nice.
Yeah, 60. Oh,
number 69 on the Beast receivers. Now, he has a very funny testing profile. 6'2", 3. He's 6'2" and 3/8, 190 pounds. 4.6 40-yard dash, but a 37.5 vert and a 6.61 3-count.
He has he's like a jump ball machine, like a goal line fade machine. Like he's got a pretty good length.
I think he 31-inch arms. I think.
Yeah.
77 wingspan. The 10-yard split is not bad.
He's just like he routes really well. He's really good in the red zone because he wins jump balls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean,
I can't wait
think
to
he's gonna
watch
get
him
drafted
dominate the
before
CFL in a couple of years. I can't wait.
the
Because
He
we all
would
know
be one of
what's
those
going to happen to him.
Yeah.
He would be one of those guys that's like the CFL's leading
Do
receiver.
you know who? You know, Aaron Anderson is 48th on the receiver board for Dan.
Wow.
Is there something I don't know
get it.
about?
No, I just think. I mean,
it's because he ran a 4.58 in his pro day. Holy
yeah,
shit!
that's part of it. But
What
like,
the hell happened to him?
yes.
I thought he was faster than that.
the tape looks way faster on tape.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
I mean, might have just ran a bad 40.
He's also 5'7", so that doesn't help.
Yeah, but I mean,
Maybe I'm too high on
the
him,
tape
I
is
don't know.
watered. The short area quickness is still the
Yeah,
important thing. He's got like
That's true.
the burst, and I
I'm
mean,
too high on him.
the
maybe, though.
tape on him. I mean, the problem is why he's so low is Garrett Nussmeier's a football terrorist.
Well, that
as we all
sucks
know.
too. That helps too.
Like he just like there were just so many plays. I've said this before. Like he's just wide open. Like he just cooks his guy,
Mhm.
and then Garrett Nussmeier
right.
just does something else.
You're right. You're right.
It's infuriating. But speaking of wide receivers, I did throw Skylar Bell on there. If you guys are good with that, just
Yeah.
him
Oh
being
yeah, for sure. I
mixed.
forgot Skylar Bell. Yeah.
Yeah. And then a D line, an edge that I don't think, or no, a D tackle that came off that did not come off the board. If we
Okay.
were interested in double dipping
Mhm.
there, Chris McClellan.
Oh shit, you're right. Because I liked him. I like him a good bit. I didn't realize
Yeah.
he didn't go off the board.
Yeah.
But fucking
like,
Tim Keenan gets picked 79.
Day
Sorry,
3, I
goodness.
feel like Chris McClellan's got some good
Yeah,
value,
day 3, Chris McClellan. That
Mm.
rocks.
especially as a nose in a 3-4.
Yeah, because he could do that. I think he's still best as like a 3 tech probably, but I like him doing that too.
But like if we're
yeah.
having, and I mean, and on third down, we throw him in at like he could play some 3 tech.
Yeah, for sure.
And then play the 1 at times because like we took Woods. So I think there's
Mhm.
going to be times where Woods is the 3 tech and he's the 1 tech.
For sure.
And on third down. And then there's going to be other times where maybe Woods is a 5 tech and McClellan's a 3 tech. Because I think Woods is good enough of an athlete where he can just be a 5 tech if you need him to.
Oh, two notes real quick. So one receiver that I don't think is gone that might be fun for this team because it could be a fuck you pick. Brennan Thompson.
Brennan Thompson?
I like Brennan Thompson.
Mr. 4-2 himself.
Where's he from again?
Mississippi State.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, he's the like real small receiver. He's 5'9", 166, but ran 4.26 40.
God. 166. No wonder why he ran that 40.
I know. Now, I mean, I watched some of them. There's some legit stuff to his game. Like he's actually like kind of legit. Not like crazy, but I mean he's number 82 on Dane's board. And that's
the problem is if he what happens when he gets hit by a
correct
230 safety that runs a 4.5.
Therein lies the problem. But, you know, that's kind of the reality with those guys. Also, just got to say this because I hadn't looked at the Beast too much yet. I will be doing that because I want to find some guys to watch that I haven't already wrote down. Markel Bell officially top 100 for Dane. I am happy with that. I will accept that.
Did he get picked today?
No.
Would you want him added to the board?
So here's the problem. I would because of, again, where I value him. But I don't – I feel like if we take him – it's only to be a backup tackle, which is fine for the Chargers. But I wonder if he'd be their type too, because he's obviously the hulking, like massive guy. He probably couldn't really run in that system very much at all. So when people, I think Shelton, even though I'm much lower on him compared to Bell, I think would be a better fit, you know, for the Chargers if you're going to go a backup tackle on day 3. But I just want to shout that out because I was like, hell yeah, he actually doesn't hate him. Awesome. Someone else likes it.
And then question for you guys, do we have any interest in any quarterbacks that are on the board as like a backup? Like, do we think there's anybody available that could potentially be better than Trey Lance?
I mean, I'm probably – no, I'm just kidding.
Like the Trey Lance,
we could go with another North Dakota State quarterback and like
I would take
200.
Be hilarious.
I would take Carson Beck over Trey Lance. I would take I'll take Aller, Beck, Nussmeier, and Peyton over Trey Lance.
How late of a pick do we use on that is the question.
I might not be willing to do it till that 200 pick.
Yeah, I think
12.
because I think there might will be some time. I mean, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of teams that are desperate for QB. So it could take time for like Aller and Beck and stuff to go off. So I think we could definitely wait.
Because here's ultimately the question I think we got to answer first is if the Chargers are like 8-4 in November and Herbert gets hurt, do we feel like, and Herbert is going to be out for like a month and a half, going to be at to like end of the regular season or the playoffs, do we feel like we can get by with Lance?
No, I think in that situation, it might be Carson Beck for me.
For me,
I don't like he doesn't have the ceiling, but like I feel like Beck is a guy that can go in there and just operate an offense.
Like, I think it'd be Klubnik for me in that situation, personally.
Yeah, I'm Beck. I have Beck actually just ahead of Aller.
Okay.
I definitely like Beck more now. He's a spot starter guy for me. Like you can have him for a couple games, but not anything more than that.
I think Beck, when you factor in Chambliss is not in this class anymore because I have to update that, he would be QB9 for me. So
yeah, he was QB6 for me, so I'm not super high on him.
Because I have Peyton at 3, Klubnik at 4, Nussmeier at 5, Aller at 6, Robertson at 7. Yeah.
If you need, like, if you have an 8-4 team and you just need someone to guide you for 5 weeks,
I get the Beck aspect of it. Yeah, for that specific scenario. Although I think Klubnik is more talented and could also do that probably.
I think I would also take Klubnik over Aller for that. So I don't know. I'm not a big Aller guy in general, but
yeah, and I mean Aller won't be there in the 7th round, anyways.
It'd be funny if he was, but I don't think so. Some teams taking him like about 100 picks too early, probably for me.
I'll put Beck and Klubnik on there because I think those are the only 2 guys that have a shot at falling that we've talked about.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe like. Nah, yeah.
Give me Rutgers legend Ethan Kaliak-Manis.
I'll throw him on there as well because he might not he could go.
Oh, he would go undrafted probably.
Yeah,
I do. I like parts of his game, but I think he feels like a UDFA to me.
I would take him at 212. I have no problem.
Oh, I would too, but he probably won't get picked if I had to guess. Actually, I'm curious. Where is? Since we've been using it, I'm just kind of wondering.
On the Beast, I'm gonna guess on the Beast. He is QB. I'm gonna guess he's QB 8 on the Beast.
What Kaliak-Manis?
Yeah,
13th.
8. 13.
7 for me.
Yeah, so we got Mendoza, Simpson, Nussmeier's QB3 for him. Then Aller at 4, Peyton at 5, Beck at 6, Green at 7, Klubnik at 8, Haynes King at 9.
Yeah. Do we put Nussmeier on here?
Sure, but I mean
on him a lot.
Yeah,
we play
at this point,
a nice dome.
At this point,
I think we can go with.
Yeah, I mean at 212, I would legitimately take him as a pure backup.
I mean, I have an early day 3 grade on him. So I think he's a 4th round quarterback.
I do too. So I would take him there.
Isn't it funny how like literally 6 months ago, even like as early as like 6 months ago, there was talk about him going in the top 5.
Yep. Never was me, frankly.
There used to be talk about Aller.
There was. Well, that was yeah.
Diego
Pavia, QB16.
Garrett Nussmeier had his career. He is going to have a Doug Peterson or like Frank Reich type career.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like where he's going to be he's going to hang around in the league as a backup for a little bit, maybe a fringe starter at some point. He might get a shot to start on like a bad team. And then by the time he's like 45, he'll be like either a highly desired OC or he'll be a head coach.
Yeah, he's just going to do what his dad, he's going to do almost what his dad like kind of has been doing.
Well, I think he's.
Right.
I think I've already called it. In the year 2040, he will become the head coach of Auburn.
That'd be funny.
That's what I think. He's going to become Auburn's head coach at 2040.
There we go.
And it's going to be like a big time hire.
Probably, yeah. Speaking of which, I wanted to. What was my comp? So we were talking about this on one of the Steel Curtain shows recently, and I think it was either. Yeah, it was a show I do with not my side editor, but the other show I do on Mondays. We were talking about mock drafts. We were doing a mock draft, and we were told to pick a quarterback, and it was between Nussmeier and I took Peyton. Obviously, is who I was advocating for, and one of my co-hosts asked me what my comp for Nussmeier is, and I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, Baker Mayfield with a half a tank of gas. It's kind of what I've decided. It's like, what if Baker Mayfield was like 60% Baker Mayfield? And the problem with being 60% Baker Mayfield is that 100% Baker Mayfield sometimes throws 18 picks in a year. So, yeah. So, like, it's kind of like if you play like Baker Mayfield, but you don't got Baker Mayfield arm talent, you start to kind of just be not even that, it kind of becomes an issue. But no, I think he's still worth putting on the board for sure. I think that gives us a pretty good baseline to start with.
Yeah, now I'm trying to like
throw on for a late day 3 option in the interior offensive line, throw in Pat Coogan from Indiana. Feels like a Charger.
Pat Coogan.
Yeah, Indiana center. He feels like a Charger.
Yeah.
He does.
All right, so I think we should try to order these guys because I know tomorrow's going to be a little bit chaotic with us not being live tomorrow.
Yeah.
Who's our number one guy? If you guys want to like take a look at like the board we have, who's the number one guy on our board?
For me, I actually think of this group. I think it would be. I have to put in his grade at some point because I have to finish watching him. But I think either Sam Hecht or honestly Skylar Bell might be.
Fair. For me,
my number one. Oh, sorry, Dalton.
You go, Jake.
I was just gonna say Skylar Bell is also my number 2, but my 1 is Igbinosun.
Igbenogsen's up there too for me.
All right,
maybe Chris McClellan too. By the way, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say for me, it'd be like Daniels or Lane.
Okay.
And then Shelton and Jones are up there of positions we haven't picked though.
Yeah.
That like we need. But do we not? It would probably be Perkins.
Okay.
Perkins and Smith.
And I have VJ Payne kind of high too.
Yeah, you like him. I still wonder if I would prefer him to be a corner, but that's still kind of, however you want to do it. But
yeah. Do we like the receivers more in the 4th round or DBs?
Me, if it's Bell, it'd be the receivers. But I kind of like the depth of the secondary. Like I think we'll have a better chance of getting one of the guys we like at 123. If I had to guess.
Yeah.
Because we got Everett, we got Igbinosun on the board. We have a couple safeties that are still like, as much as I don't like him very much, I think if you were to draft Dennis Smith to this team, he wouldn't have to play like right away, and maybe you could get him coached up, and then he could be something for you. And you already brought up Jake, so that makes sense too for them. Yeah, I think unless someone like Bell, but yeah.
So I'm hearing Igbinozen, Bell a lot, and Everett.
Yeah.
Who's everybody's top among those three?
My top would be Igbinozen.
Yeah, mine would be Bell, but it's close.
I have Bell too, so I'd be cool with Bell also.
Yeah, I'd probably put Bell ahead of Igbinozen.
Okay.
By a hair.
Now I don't know. Yeah, so I don't expect him to make it to 123 though at this point. But if he does, that would be the pick. I think. I do think a secondary player, if it's not a receiver, is where I'd probably want to try to go. Unless there's like a clear and obvious, like glaring best player available type of thing going on, which I doubt at that point when we get to that level, but maybe there will be.
How do you guys? The more I think about it, I don't know. Perkins is interesting.
He's fun because he's just kind of you inject speed and athleticism into that defense, and you just kind of use him wherever you want to use him.
Yeah.
So there's that element, and especially once you get to day 3, like that's my take with Perkins. Watching him a little bit because I didn't rank him in the linebackers because I didn't really know what to do with him. I think my take is if it's day 3 and you have a plan for him, then go for it.
Perkins or Aiden Fisher?
As a linebacker, Fisher, because I know that he can play linebacker. I think if I was betting on someone to like turn out as a day 3 player to become like more than just like a stopgap starter, it would be Perkins then because you're betting on the trades.
Yeah.
But if I needed a linebacker to play tomorrow, it'd be Fisher. So
I'd probably go Perkins just because at this point in the draft, I kind of like traits more.
Yeah.
But
right.
I'm
this,
cool
yeah.
either.
That's kind of my point. And I think for the Chargers, you take him and you play him as like a roving, like overhang slot type guy. And
Perkins or Smith?
Smith, which
Genesis?
Oh, Genesis.
Yeah.
I think I might go Genesis there.
It's tough,
but it's close. It's close.
Do I pick the player without a position or the player who can't do half the job of their position? That's the question.
Yeah, I think I like the traits on Perkins more.
Maybe.
I think Perkins, I feel more confident can do something.
That's kind of. I think actually I agree with that. Yeah, that's probably where I'm at.
Yeah.
Who's everybody's top tight end right now for the Chargers?
The top tight end.
Let me check.
Jack Endries.
Endries.
Yeah.
How do we feel about him as a blocker? That's my main concern.
I don't like any of the guys who are left as blockers that I would take like in the 4th round, especially. So.
See, I like Royer as a blocker.
I didn't see much from him. Maybe I just didn't watch enough of him, but I didn't really like him as a blocker either. But not that
I mean,
I have Reuter 1 ahead of Endries.
Okay, so I mean, in that case, then that's.
I mean, Royer's technique sucks, but he's 6'5", 250.
Yeah. I mean,
that's kind of what it comes down to.
I guess so. Yeah, that's a good point. So if you put it that way,
yeah, like that's my only.
I mean, if we're drafting if we were looking for a blocking tight end, which they kind of already have with what's his face from the Ravens they signed.
I do like Endries more. I have Endries as a pure tight end ahead of Royer.
Yeah.
So do we want Endries if we're looking at tight end? Would we rather have Endries or Royer? I know
I would rather have Endries. Yeah.
You'd rather have Endries. Jake, where are you at?
Between him and Royer?
Yeah.
Royer slightly.
You have Royer. Okay. How far apart do you guys have those guys? Because I have Endries just ahead of Royer, but I have the same grade on them.
I have.
Yeah, I'm the same grade on both, just flipped.
I have a day 3 grade on Royer and a day 2 grade on Endries, so I'd say at least a full round.
So I'll put Endries on the list ahead of Royer.
Okay, for now. What if you really do care like mostly about the blocking element of it, though, Dalton, like if that's what you kind of want to go for, I would say because this is a guy that I still need to watch, but I know a lot of people really like him. The other Ohio State tight end, Will Kuzmarek, is kind of like an actual blocking kind of specialist in a lot of ways. So like he's 260, 6'5" and a half, 260. Like he's more of that like true blocker type. But I wonder if they are okay with Charlie Kohler just being the only guy that's like that primary blocker type. Because they did bring him in for that, I think. Yeah, like, but of the tight ends that we've both like all watched, I think Entries is the one that I think would be the best fit.
All right. What's everybody's favorite double dip guy right now? Like guy at a position we've already taken.
McClellan, probably.
I'm kind of leaning that way as well.
Just off the top of my head, I think that would be it. Because we've taken
either Jones or McClellan. I'd say Logan Jones then Chris.
Oh yeah, Logan Jones is interesting too. But I think I haven't done a full write up on him or Hecht. But if I had to guess, I'd probably have Hecht ahead of him. But I don't know that for sure. But one of the like either way, probably.
Gotcha. How about you, Jake?
I'm sorry. Between who?
Who's your favorite double dip? Like at a position we've already taken, who's your favorite guy?
Ooh.
I don't think he'll be an option, but I also would throw Crawford in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it might be Kieran. I'm trying to look through all my stuff right now.
But I wonder if you might get more bang for your buck with McClellan.
I think
Crawford's an edge technically.
it would be
he's an edge.
Kieran and then Logan Jones.
Okay.
I think that's my 1-2. And then maybe McClellan's up there too. Probably Kieran would be my favorite though.
I think I'm gonna have Kieran slightly higher on my board as my overall board, but it's gonna be pretty close. Because you're gonna have to still finalize a lot of that, especially that range of it.
Yeah.
They both have day 2 grades, so they're gonna be somewhere around each other. But
all right. So right now, here's what I have just as a rough draft, like based on guys we've talked about.
Okay.
Order of like who we'd take. Skylar Bell, Igbinozen, Perkins, Andrews, Royer, Aiden Fisher, Jenison Smith, VJ Payne, Aaron Anderson, Logan Jones, Sam Hecht, Kieran Crawford, Chris McClellan. May I bump Anderson down below some of those linemen?
Yeah. That sounds good.
I would, because I think that size profile just makes. I'm gonna have to probably just based off that alone lower my grade a little bit on him.
Yeah. All right. It sounds like we got a decent amount of guys to look for.
I think at least for our first pick and maybe even our second pick.
Yeah.
And then might have to get creative with our last pick depending on where guys fall, but
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we want to do?
We'll all, I guess, monitor that. We can talk about this after the show. But anyone got any other thing? I don't know if we have anything else that we should talk about, or I think.
I mean, I want to save the conversation for how the draft ultimately went for when we are back up on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing is Tuesday we will be doing a my guys, not my guys list. I want us to each do one of two things, and we can actually just do it live right here and talk about it actually because I think it's a fun conversation for a minute. Do we want to do one guy at each position, or we want to do 5 my guys, 5 not my guys? So like 1 my guy, not my guy at each position, or 5 and 5.
Maybe 5 and 5. I might struggle at each.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to know.
Yeah,
I feel like there's one of the two.
5 and 5 is better.
Okay, that's totally fine.
Because
we can do other stuff too.
You really like and really don't like.
Right, that's fine. I figured that probably makes more sense too. And then like depending on how long that takes, we could do other things other than just talk about how the mock went and stuff too. So we'll kind of play it by ear, but so we'll be
can
doing
always
that
do like
Tuesday.
a fun like we can always do like that can be like more of our final like us mock.
Yes, actually, that's a good point because I would
Yeah.
like to try to do that if we could.
Because then our last show is
that'll
going to
predictive,
be
yeah.
big boards and predictive mock.
Correct, 100%. Yeah, so we'll be doing a predictive, and then our boards, or our boards and then predictive, probably in that order. So that's we'll go with that. We'll try to get all that stuff talked about and then done, and then it's draft time, and we definitely will be going live for day one of the draft. Jake and I will be trying to survive that process while working at the same time. We'll try to have some other people on. I'm definitely going to reach out to some guys here soon, see what we can do.
Plus, we've made a lot of friends over the last couple of days.
We have, so maybe we can, if anyone's
or at least
available.
Got some people that we could put feelers out to.
For sure. Yep. Get as many people as we can have on, get done, all that good stuff. We'll get that figured out, and then we will go from there. Now, as far as the future of the show, by the way, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing in this time slot. We'll probably be taking a hefty break regardless of what it's going to be, whether it's a summer scouting, make it a full year draft show, whether it's getting into maybe the NFL show again, maybe we'll talk about that. But after the draft, we'll probably do I want to do some sort of draft recap show or two, and then we'll probably want to take a nice break. So
Yeah.
All right, give everybody time to chill. And Jake and I, instead of time to chill, more time to do the stuff we actually do for a living. So that's probably what it'll be. But yeah, that'll do it for us tonight. Thanks for joining us for day 2 of the Epic Mock. Day 3, we won't be live again, but we will be tweeting stuff out, talking about stuff, making picks. Make sure you follow along with everything at the Draft Professor. That's where you can find all the info on everything going on. So, but that'll do it for us tonight, and we'll see you guys.